And we are live. What's happening tonight, everybody? Been a busy week. We got home late Monday night from No Name Nationals and just been kind of catching up and cleaning up and doing everything we got to do, putting shit away and regrouping and figuring out what we're going to do for next year. We had a great time. Always nice to see everybody. It's kind of my once a year I get to see all my friends and hang out. Unfortunately, we busted the truck in the damn burnout pit and melted down a shifter cable. Saturday was crippled by a $94 part. Go figure. Oh well, we still had a good time. Racing just secondary to hanging out with the community. So how the heck is everybody doing tonight? We've got Big Block 402 in here. Steven, howdy, howdy. Twisted Mopar Dennis. Hey, bud, I brought you a hat to No Name Nationals I was going to give to you, and you disappeared before I got a chance to give it to you. Dean's in the house. Bad Tree Blake, what's happening, brother? Turbo Tom, what's happening? NSB. Colleen Tebow, Mama M&M is in the house. Vino Rat Rod builds. Heck yeah. I hadn't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, brother. Bear Rose. What's happening, brother Bear? Blake says he's about to fall asleep. And it looks like Diecast Dream Customs. That's Victor. Victor's in the house. Good to see y'all. Glad you're hanging out with us. Haven't done a live in a minute. We're going to start doing them once a week again. Things are slowing down for the winter. So maybe I'll have a little bit of time, a little more time anyway. Dennis says, yeah, I need to put it in order. Junkyard D, what's happening? It was good seeing it. No name, man. Even if it was just for a couple of minutes, it's always a good time. Dennis says he needs to put in an order. Anytime, brother. Anytime. I was just going to give you a hat. I made it up special for you and didn't see you. And then I saw you showed up and then you were gone. And I was like, shit, where'd he go? It's all Tony's Hot Rod Garage. Tony, is all Tony's Hot Rod Garage merch $5 off during the stream? Yes, that includes the Honey Badger stuff. All of my shirts, mugs, hats, including the Honey Badger. Anything that is in the Tony's Hot Rod Garage collection on the website or in the merch store on YouTube will automatically apply a $5 discount. That started at 7 o'clock this evening, and it will run until midnight tonight. So yeah, for every item you buy, you will automatically get $5 off. Mater says, Bryce got that coil today. Awesome. What's happening, Brother Bear?
Hey, what's going on, Tony?
Not a whole lot. Just that's better. Turn off some of this saturating light in the office here. Got to have the light in front of you, not behind you or over the top of you, or just bleeds out everything. You know, I got all this crap on the back wall here for everybody to look at, and the light just washes it out. How you doing tonight, man?
Not too bad, man. How was the No Names?
It was good. It was good. We missed you.
Oh, Lord, I missed being there.
Hey, Bo is in the house. What's happening, brother? Yeah, that rat ran a 762 in the 8th mile, and that was basically just a shakedown hit. And in the shut, it was a good, clean pass. And then in the shutdown, when I hit the brakes, that sumbitch made a right turn right in front of Patrick Abbott.
Ooh. Make you pucker there a little?
Took a crowbar to get my pants out my ass. I ain't gonna lie. Some say a sumbitch didn't just pucker, it went straight to vacuum mode. The car, I got out of the brakes and the car recovered just fine. But first thing goes to your mind is, where's the wall?
Yeah.
You recover, so you ain't gonna hit the wall. And the next thing went through my mind is, where in the hell is Patrick? Because his car ain't no turd. And thankfully, his tune was off, and he ran a slow run. And, I watched the video. He was pretty close to me, but I did run away from him. And just enough. If that car would have been on point, I probably would have driven right through his freaking left door.
Have you had a chance to look at it yet, or you still recovering?
Well, I think I got a caliper. A caliper that's one caliper on one side's working better than the other. But we're going to make some major changes to that car this year. Probably inclusive of an entire new front end. Unfortunately, it'll take away a little bit from the look of it, but I'm pretty seriously considering putting a Mustang 2 front end under it.
You going A-arms on it?
Yeah, I kind of hate to do that because, it'll take away from the look, but it's a whole lot more stable a front end than them trailing arm type. That's a single leaf front on that car.
Uh-huh.
And it went a whole lot faster than we ever expected it to go. 762 at 87 mile an hour. And there's a lot left in it. I was aiming for a clean pass, not a fast pass, and that's what I got out of it. So I'll bet you that car goes pretty deep in the sevens.
If you wanted to keep the look, you can put that front end out in front of the grill and then coil it like we do. That really stabilizes it.
Oh, do coilovers on it?
Yeah, a mono spring. Yeah, you get a lot of side sway.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I'm not even 100% sure if it was a brake issue or if it was just shit moving around under the front of that car. I mean, let's face it, that style of front end was never designed to stop real fast from that rate of speed.
They run straight axle though.
Yeah,
it's possible.
We'll figure it out, but we're definitely gonna put a cage in it, and we did put some nice racing seats in it, but we didn't put the harnesses in it because you and I both know an incorrectly installed harness is probably more dangerous than not having one at all. So we just put lap and shoulder belts in it, but we're gonna get a cage in it, and we're gonna get the harnesses in it proper, and it's one thing to hit the wall at 80 or 90 or 100 mile an hour with a cage. It's another thing to hit the wall when you're sitting in an aluminum bucket and got a lap belt on. You can't wish that shit was there when you need it.
Yeah. And worse, getting the other guy. That's the
right.
If I go out and do something stupid on my own, that's me. But I don't want to hurt nobody else doing something.
Exactly. So you gonna bring Sir Rat next year?
That's the plan. That is hardcore the plan.
Have you ever had him down the track?
Nope. I just got the tunnel ram on it.
What's that?
That whole build started as a mileage build.
Right.
We were trying to get 20 miles per gallon out of a big block Ford. And we did. We got 21. Then we stuck a tunnel ram on it, and that mileage went.
Yeah. See you later.
Actually, we're still dialing it in.
Right.
But that is the plan.
Right on, Lars. Appreciate you, brother. But
And
you know, you
depending
you could have
on
bought one at No Name and avoided the shipping. But I guess the $5 discount covers that.
depending on how things go, I might just throw a trailer on Sir Rat, use Sir Rat to haul Heaven's Mopar. That's kind of going through my head. If he can make it
I'm
to my
telling
house,
you what, you want some friggin' views. Get some video of that
there you
shit
go.
going down the freeway. That would be badass. There just ain't any other way to say it. Badass.
I don't know how much I could race you with it, but I could at least park next to you.
Oh, why couldn't you race with it?
That's a lot of mileage. I got to make it all the way back home.
All right. Two Hacks Jeff, what's happening, brother? Man, that dragster sure did not disappoint. That thing was amazing.
That was Jimmy in the driver's seat that had stood up on, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. That was another pucker moment.
Right? Well, they was shaking it down, you know. It's kind of like everything, you know, and I ran my truck one time, and it all started to unfold after the rat got stupid on the track, because I ran my truck when hey Dougster, what's happening, man?
Hey everyone, have no fear, the Dougster's sore but here.
Right on. I heard you were sick, brother. What happened?
Appendicitis.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
God dang.
When did that hit you?
Well, I think it was beginning at the No Name, and then I got home Monday. I felt like I needed to take a big old poop,
Yep.
and it didn't. No matter how long I sat on the toilet, no matter how much I squeezed out, it didn't feel any better. And then, so I went to work on. I had Monday as a vacation day as a buffer day if something went sideways coming home from No Name. And then I went to work on Tuesday, worked my normal shift, and just didn't feel right. I wasn't hurting, but I wasn't right. And then did some research, and then my research said if my symptoms persisted for 2 days, then go seek medical attention. And then so Wednesday morning, I called off work, talked to my doctor, and I thought I was having issues with my liver. And they asked me some quick questions over the phone, and they said, no, that's not your liver. You need to go to the ER right now.
Now.
And then, yes, right now. And I went to the ER, and I have appendicitis. And because I'm a big guy, my doctor says to me that we normally would treat you with special antibiotics. But they also found in my CT scan that the appendix also had a stone inside of it. So they had to go in and operate and remove it. And then I was warned once again, because I'm a big guy, that they were going to try to do minimally invasive. And then, but they might have to go full invasive to get it. And luckily for me, it was all done minimally. And so I was
Nice, a laparoscopic surgery or whatever.
laparoscopic, yes.
Hey, Shane, what's happening, man? Good to see you.
Professor, Cookie Monster's a bad machine.
Man, is it? I love that car.
Yes, it's as pretty as she is fast.
But, well, I'm glad you're on the mend. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just sore. That's all.
Yeah, good deal. So they got that sumbitch out of you and ain't gonna screw with you no more. Good deal.
Exactly. And luckily
Mine
for
too,
me,
J-Bo.
it was I was just uncomfortable. They said that there was no perforations there, it didn't burst or anything like that. And
so
then
they got you before it totally went to shit.
They got me before it totally went to shit. Exactly. And the hospital was just nothing but aces all the way around. And my doctor is an old dude, and he's an old badass. I'll tell you that right now.
So,
I
man,
really like
thanks
my
for the
doctor.
Slant
Man,
Daily.
mine let loose as they were doing the tests for it, checking your white blood cell and all that. And it went right there on the table, and they dove me into the surgery. I got a big old scar on my belly from it
That
still.
thing
I have-
damn sure
I
is
have
pretty,
3
Brian.
2-inch incisions on my tummy.
But that was way back. Good Lord. I think I was in 6th grade, 7th grade. It was a long
You
time
are
ago.
welcome, Shane, for those chilies. And I'm going to set up an upload link on my server so you can send me that Cookie Monster picture that you showed me on your phone. And we'll get busy getting a shirt to go with that badass shirt to go with that badass car.
Yeah, man.
He showed me a picture on his phone at No Name that he wants to work on getting on a shirt. And that's all I'm going to say. It's going to be cool.
Well, I mean, Tony, you don't do anything halfway, so I know if it's on your end, it's going to be sweet.
Well, that picture's already sweet. I was very impressed with it. And I said, dude, that's got to go on a shirt. Like I was saying earlier, everything kind of went sideways when I made my pass in my truck, and that was just a shakedown pass too. 795 at 88 mile an hour. They all said I was trying to go back to the future. That's 6/10 faster than last year. And Jason wanted a video of the rat, so that's why I ran the rat. I took it down, and everything got shitty. So we spent the rest of Friday trying to sort the rat out, and then I broke the truck in the burnout pit. So I got one lousy pass on my truck, but we
But at
still
least it was a
had
personal
fun.
best.
Yeah, it was definitely a personal best.
That couldn't ask for anything more, I guess.
No.
If it was a one and done, at least it was a personal best.
Yeah, it just sucked. It just sucked getting taken out by a freaking $95 part. It's like, come on, really? Didn't hurt the engine, didn't hurt the truck, didn't hurt the trans, didn't hurt nothing. Just boiled the stupid shifter cable.
That's
Shifter
racing.
cable. The shifter cable turned into the outer sheath of it turned into glue, Jeff. It didn't even really penetrate, but you could see it all bubbled up. I'll do a video when I change it. I've kind of hoping to have it out of the truck and show it in this live, but I just been busy recuperating from the trip.
Oh, it was
All
glue.
against the
I thought it
header
was
or
going to
something?
be the Colonel's Extra Crispy.
No, it didn't. Well, the damn thing was 2.5, 3 inches away from the header. It just the heat, the radiant heat around it, kind of bubbled up that plastic sheath. And this is just speculation, but what I'm guessing is, how those cables are built. It's got the plastic sheath that covers a metal sheath, and then the cable runs through it. And what I think happened was that plastic got soft and oozed into the inside and locked it up.
Exactly. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, your headers were probably so red during the burnout competition. You probably could have lit a stogie off of them fuckers.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I didn't go over $4,000. I mean, at $4,000, I was in high gear at $4,000. I had over 100-mile-an-hour wheel speed burning out. And once the motor hit 220, I shut her down and left. I wasn't about to tear up a $20,000 motor to pop a tire. But we had fun. I mean, I had fun. I have no regrets. The only regret I have is not having a spare shifter cable.
Yeah, but who would have thought to bring that?
Exactly.
Shane, but he forgot it. We literally went rummaging in Shane's trailer when I asked him. He swore to be damned he had one, but he forgot the box that had it in it. He always carries one. But that's why they call him the professor. He's smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Chris was going to give me the one off of Homer we were gonna tear the damn thing out of Homer. He was gonna give it to me, but it was the wrong style.
Isn't that just awesome? To
Yeah.
where, like it really is a community. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, man. I really dig that shirt. It really
Yep.
is a community. I dig that shirt. I liked seeing that around the No Name this year.
Was that a good shot, you guys? I obviously
Sure
couldn't see the
was,
screen with my back to it, but
You just
yeah.
wanted to fart on the camera. Admit it. Check out my shirt, guys.
It was the chair, damn it.
All I would say is your breath smells the same, but your voice changed.
Right.
Not to mention some guys talking shit behind your back.
J-Bo says damn things are made out of wax. And it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny J-Bo says that because
Great
that
meeting
night,
you, J-Bo, by the way. Sorry, Tony.
that night when we were heading out, we stopped I talked to Blake and asked him if he had a spare one. They were gonna bring one. They had the sumbitch in the truck, and they thought, well, if they got the shifter, they don't need the cable, and they pitched the fucking thing back in the shop and came to No Name. So I mean, there was 3 this closest, but nobody had one. But
Yep.
I'm gonna have 3 of them some bitches now because I talked to John Cope on the way home, and I asked him if he could get them, and he said he could. And I said, "Well, send me 2 of them some bitches and let me know what I owe you." But the truck ain't in a very good spot outside, and I'm sick and tired of not being able to move it. So I went and I ordered one from O'Reilly so I can get the thing back going. And then when I get those 2 from Cope, I'm gonna have 2 fucking spares. I don't give a shit, a couple $300, is just it. It ain't gonna happen again.
Can you put a price on peace of mind? No.
No, and there's some bitches will probably sit in the damn box and never get used because it'll never happen again. But
Right. That's how it always goes.
At the end of the day, my wife even said, "Well, how are you going to stop it from happening?" Well, I'm going to heat wrap the header and I'm going to, insulate everything and put a new one on there. And she says, "Well, what do you need them other ones for?" I says, "Well, shit happens. Anything can happen, or maybe it'll happen to somebody else, and I'll actually fucking have one."
Right.
Travis was there for a sec, but
You'll notice a big difference if you wrap those headers.
I hate header wrap though, because it causes them to freaking rot. But
same here. But boy, it drops
Brian.
temperature.
Yeah, Brian's right. I don't give a fuck. I got enough money in that fucking truck. A couple $100 more ain't gonna kill me.
How did it hook for you, Tony? Were you happy with how she hooked up?
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
It did mash the shocks though, which it ain't supposed to do. It's set up for separation on them drag radials. Yeah, Travis gonna try again.
Hey,
Yeah.
This time, Trav.
Travis,
Yeah, I'm just having some.
No name.
Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties here at work.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, I see the radio on your chest there. You must be at work.
Yep. Yeah, got to work out at 77 days or night shifts, however you want to put it.
77 straight.
Yep.
Holy shit! Well,
I don't have a day off until November. But I've told them next year I want the last weekend off, the last week off.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed you this year, Barrows.
Yeah, I missed you too, man. All he is.
Brian says people freak out if your header wrap is going down the track. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, my goal this year was successful. I got the truck down the track this year.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking too. Part of the reason why you kept slowing down was that friggin' rotten weather. I heard I was talking to a few of the guys that day when we kept making changes to your truck and you kept slowing down. The
Yeah.
DA was just going higher and higher and higher, and we all know that slows you down.
Oh yeah.
Hell, you might as well come up to my house and friggin' race. It was like 3,600 at one point out there.
Yeah, I mean, what was weird though is, except for one 60-foot, all my 60-foots were 1.94.
So
Every single one of them.
The 60 foots were staying the same, but the ET was slowing down.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was just weird.
Yeah,
What was your best run? Was it that 818, was it? Or 816 that you ran?
Yeah, that was the best run I made. But this year I'm gonna go ahead and get the sniper professionally tuned, and I'm gonna get a 430 chunk, and I'm gonna go buy a 3500 stall, and that should really help the truck get up out of the hole and get down the track.
Yeah, I definitely think it needs more stall.
And then 150 shot.
Yeah,
Sounds like
help.
a some bitch.
Yeah, hopefully I'll skip right over 7s, and I'll get into the 6s where I want to be.
Right.
Because I'll be tickle pink if I can get a 6.9 or a 6.8.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, I expect to see mine get at least into the mid 7s. I ran that 795, not even trying. It was just a shit run. And the way it matched them shocks, there's definitely room for improvement in the rear end. But she hooked. No wheel spin, no hop, no shake. It hooked up real well. But
So I've seen one video of my truck running on the track, and I don't think I had the front shock set up right, because you see the front come up and immediately it drops back down.
Yeah, you might want to put some more compression in them.
Yeah, because it literally came up and then drops right back off.
More compression, less rebound. What'd you end up setting them fronts at?
I want to say it was 4 and 10. 4 rebound and 10 compression.
Yeah, you might put a little more compression in it yet, even.
Oh yeah, I'm figuring probably somewhere around 16, 17 on the compression.
But you're running drag radials too, so you're going to do better with more separation. So you might even kind of want to tie it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it out here on the street when I can, after I get it tuned, and do some more testing on it and try and really get it set up.
Right.
I was hoping more people took videos of my truck, but nobody did. I've only seen one close up and one like from mid track.
Yeah, I didn't hardly get shit. I thought I did get one of you running. I think it was that first pass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still weeding through footage, and I'll definitely share it with you if it's there. But see, that's why I'm trying to get footage on. What's that, Trev?
Uh-oh, sounds like we lost him.
That's why I'm trying to run down a video of my truck, because I want to see, if it's separated and sat back down, or if it just squatted. That'll make a big difference in how I set them shocks up.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to make every video, and there was, I don't want to sound grumpy about this, but I've seen videos of the pair before me and then the pair after me, and my truck's got out of the video, and it's like, what? I needed that video.
How it goes.
That sucks.
So, yeah, because I didn't have anybody out there videoing for me.
I had one video and I thought it was going to be a good shot of you, but for some reason the camera shut off after you did your burnout.
Oh, wow.
I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, because on the dash cam, you really can't see how the hood's, coming up.
Right. Well, and then I had the GoPro all set up in my truck to do an in-cab run, and I forgot to turn the fucking thing on.
Dang.
See,
That's
we're all
fun.
professionals.
That's dumpster luck right there.
Yep. I'm planning on getting a 360 this year. I want a 360 for next year's. That'll be some cool video.
Yeah, that'll be real cool. Well, it sucked is I even bought another GoPro, so I had 2 damn GoPros, and I did not get half the video I wanted to. Hey, Barkley's in the house. What's happening, bud? Clint from the Adventure Clint Valley had a live feed and or a camera recording the whole time, I think. Awesome.
Yeah, who was it that had the live feed? But I never did see my truck on it. I can't remember who that was. They had it set up right there at the tree.
It was the Adventures of Clint and Ollie. I'm subscribed to them, so I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if it was a live feed, it should be on their channel. I am subscribed to them, so I have to go look.
Yeah. I asked everybody if they got any video of my truck, please email it to me or, send it to me because I just want to look, see how the trucks are acting.
Yeah, I'll dig through my footage and if I have any, I'll put it on my server and give you a download link. I do everything in 4K, and you got to compress it so bad to email it. It goes to shit. That's why I have a 24 terabyte server.
Yeah, see, I still need to pick your brain about that and set up my own. Because I know we talked about it last year, but
right,
I never got around to it.
Professor P says, "Did you guys get the pic of my car with its wheels off the ground at half track?" I did not see that. I did not see that.
I got to see that in person. I got this. I should have my camera out for that one. That was pretty gnarly.
Dr. Go says 6% did a long live. Yeah, see, Brian, I got the video. I already put it up as a short from the big end or from about mid track. So that one you just sent is a good compliment to it because that was from the starting line. Kim says, Travis, I recorded the first round of bracket on Friday. Were you in that set? You didn't do the bracket, did you?
No, I'm definitely gonna do the bracket this next year though. I'm gonna start going down here to Holly Springs when I have time off and practicing the bracket because they do bracket every Saturday night.
ASO
so I'm gonna go down there and start practicing.
ASO says he's got footage of your truck. He'll as soon as he goes through it, he'll send it out.
All right, cool.
It's in the description to this live, and I will also do a community post. There is a live upload link to my server right now, open to the internet. Because I'm trying to find somebody. Rapid Transit Jay had a video. He said he was, in fact, he texted me a little bit ago, and I sent him the link. He's going to upload it. But if you guys got any video you want to share, high quality stuff that's, too big to email or whatever, go ahead and put it, go to that link and upload it to my server, and then I can share the download link with whoever you want it to go to. More than happy to do that. That way we don't lose any quality on these videos through internet or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and do a community
I
post.
still got to pick apart the drone video I took. I flew around what day was that? That was what, Thursday I flew around?
Indirects
Got
is
pictures of everybody that were there.
Patty winning its only round. Mean Street says he thinks he's got a couple videos of your 2 passes too. He'll send them to you.
Sweet.
Can you send me the one you got, Tony? I want as much as I can do for an intro. Yeah, I'll do that, Brian. Do you still have, Brian, you still have your upload link for your merch on my server? That link does work both ways. So I'll go ahead and throw it in there and then you can download it. I'll kick your fucking ass, Brian.
I can't see the chat, so what do you say?
Yes, send Tony all your porn to his link.
Oh.
Yes, sir, Shane. I am on Facebook. Tony Ross on Facebook. The channel also has a page, but if you just look up Tony Ross, see a picture of me and my wife standing next to my Harley, you know you got the right guy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shane, you're from around here now. That I was gonna Shane, where he goes racing now that Memphis Motorsports is closed.
Oh, there he is right now. I thought we were friends on there already. Ah, that's badass. I do the John Wilburn.
Yeah.
That is badass.
Yeah, I can see a little better if I turn my camera sideways, my phone sideways. I should probably get back to work, but I don't care. It's raining.
Only fans. Jeff.
Jeff Rowe.
Shane says Pickwick, Travis.
Okay, you have Pickwick. All right.
Indirects laughing his ass off at Jeff. He also said Holly Springs.
Yeah, that's what I was planning because that's fairly close. And I heard Byhalia closed down, so.
And Jackson.
Yeah, that's an hour and a half away though.
Jackson, that's Mississippi, ain't it?
No, that's Tennessee. It's in between Memphis and Nashville.
Right.
And that's actually a pretty good track. I've been up there once. But that is kind of a haul. So is Pickwick, and Holly's about 45 minutes, so nothing's close anymore.
Well, my closest track's 2 hours away.
Dang.
There's only 2 tracks left in the frickin' state of Arizona, Firebird and Phoenix, and that's South Phoenix, and then Tucson, which is down there where they hold duct tape.
Yeah.
And that's 4.5, 5 hours from here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 4.5 hours for me. Firebird in Meridian or Boise.
Oh, you got a track called Firebird also?
Yeah.
This track here in Phoenix was originally Firebird, and then the Indians bought it and called it Wild Horse Pass. And then they were going to sell it to the damn state to turn it into a freeway off-ramp and a parking lot.
Dang.
And then the original founders of Firebird, their family got together and said, no, fuck that. And they bought it back. And it's They're doing weekly test and tune and run what you brung kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I will actually be spending a bunch of time down there this winter. The weather's nice down there over the winter. It's too fucking cold to do anything up here and too hot to go down there in the summertime.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, I'll be doing a lot of testing on the truck, and like I said, we're going to be doing some pretty major upgrades to the rat safety wise.
So it doesn't pull to the left.
What's that?
So it doesn't pull to the left.
Pull to the right, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pull to the right.
Well, you know, either the front end shifted under it or a brake pulled too hard, because it was a clean friggin' pass.
Mm-hmm.
It was when I got in the shutdown and hit the brakes, that sumbitch made a right turn. I mean, it made a fucking right turn. That's what I always wanted to go. I think this is going to be the year. What are you guys talking about? PRI? I would sure like to go to PRI myself. I have hours of video of almost everybody. I'll be going through it all this weekend. And if anyone needs a video of themselves, let me know. We all appreciate you, Lars, and everything you give back to this community.
Yep.
Lars is the man.
Yes, he is.
What side is your panner bar attached to?
Huh?
On the rat,
Yeah.
there ain't one.
Oh, just mono.
Yeah, it's just a monoleaf. The only thing I don't like about the idea of doing the Mustang 2 under the front of it, it's going to bring that whole front axle back a bunch. And that's just going to take away from what it looks like.
You need fenders for that.
Right.
Without fenders, it's a tough look to pull off.
Well, with nice tubular control arms, it wouldn't look terrible, but I don't want to move the axle back so far. If anybody's going to come to PRA, come by the Edelbrock booth and say hi.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Go, What car did you run? He had a red Cordoba. Beautiful car.
Yeah.
Second generation Cordoba.
Beautiful fucking car.
Cope got married in a burgundy one of those.
Yep. Dust of Brian says, also need to find someone to make some small block fender well headers for the Duster.
That'd be sweet.
TPI makes them.
Just steal the ones off. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Barely Cuda's a big block. I thought Jed had a set of small block fender well headers at No Name. I should have got that damn small block dual quad manifold off of him.
Opel GT is a cool car, Jeffro.
Yes, sir.
Corvette.
Should have talked to me 3 years ago.
Wonder what Jeffro's thinking about powering said Opel GT with.
Probably a 648 big block.
My friend Gaster Mike, he had a Opel GT.
I just want to just put a saddle on the engine and ride it down the track.
Yeah, that would be Jeff Speed. Definitely.
Right.
I was going to try to put a Grand National in it.
Now that would be kind of cool.
That would be real cool.
One of the guys
who
recorded most of the first day of brackets. I need a new office chair. This some bitch has got a bad shock in it. Over time,
You just keep shrinking.
Keep shrinking.
It's like a bad friend. It lets you down occasionally.
Right. Dust Devil says, Jeff, do you know anyone that can fab up some headers?
Yeah, but it ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
I'd
No,
like
it's
some,
not.
I'd like some better headers that would better complement my engine, but talking $4,000 plus.
I got a friend up the street that's got a tube shark that he's really good at making up headers, but he ain't cheap.
Oh, yeah.
He does good work.
283 and
He
an
does
Opel
very good
GT.
work.
That'd be fucking cool. Two Hack says Brian Fenderwell. Yes, he's looking for Fenderwell headers, Jeff.
Well, guys, I'm going to get off here and get actually back to work and do something tonight.
Bye, Travis.
All right,
Nice talking
Travis.
with
See you, Travis.
Thanks for stopping by. It was good seeing you, brother.
Oh, yeah, I'll try and stop by every Friday because, like I said, I'll be on night shift until the 13th of December.
Right on. Well, we'll help keep you awake anyways.
Right
Oh,
on.
yeah.
But
All right, I'll holler at y'all later.
Bye,
right
Travis.
on. Take care, man.
Later, guys.
Yeah, Rex quoted me, was it 4,600 for fender, big block Ford fender wells for that 58
Right.
with the dump outs and side pipes.
Wow.
Dr. Ghost is almost the slowest car there. I ordered my 81 Cordoba LS on my 20th birthday with 223 gears and a 28-inch tire. Did about a 12.3 in first gear, around 59. Least smog car, but still original and running. Hell yeah, that was a beautiful car.
It is a beautiful car, Dr. Go.
I thought my Charger was bad with its 271s in the rear end. But my Charger with its 271s and a 275 60 15 tire, that 318, I can get 24 miles a gallon with it.
That's really good mileage.
Right? Well, the damn thing does 60 mile an hour, 65 mile an hour at like 1,700 RPM. Indirect says Jeff needs to put a 572 in that Opel. Hemi, baby.
A guy in my neighborhood, Gasser Mike, he had a Opel drag car for a little while, and it was fully tubbed. It had a huge set of meats on the back of it, and it had an all bow tie iron block 350 Chevy in it. And Mike would drive it to work. Mike would drive it everywhere, and he ended up. He was running the slicks, and he got into the rain, and he lost his temper.
Woo.
And went to pass someone who was driving slow, and put her right to the wood and passed him, and then did 180 degrees and ended up head-oning the person that Mike's lucky to be alive. The Opel didn't survive.
J-Bo says he got Jeff and Brian's near misses. Did you get my near miss and the rat? I'll tell you what, if anybody got that at the big end in the rat, that some bitch will make a short. It'll get some views. You remember that little short? It's a long form because it's like a minute and a half long, but it's in vertical format. That video I put up of Jed knocking the baffles out of the headers on the rat. That son of a bitch has gotten 9,000 views.
Wow.
And it's not a short, it's a long form. Even it's a vertical, but it's a long form video. That blew me away. I was looking at my studio last night. What? I did a double take. It was at 80. I texted Jed, even told him, I was like, holy shit, it was 84.15 or something like that. And this morning it was over 9,000 views.
Sweet.
The video I made of Jed cooking the potato on his header.
And I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even put I went back later and put a description in.
Gallons? Woo.
But I just titled it, "We Don't Need No Stinking Baffles." That's all the hell I did. No description, no nothing. Uploaded it straight to my phone at frickin' No Name. 8,400 views. And then last night I wrote a description on it after I seen that, but I was like, that's nuts. But yeah, I'll be doing lives every week again. I need to get my watch hours back up. Now that I finally got my 1,000 subs,
Congratulations, Tone.
Got my 1,000 subs, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. Appreciate
Big
the hell out of
congrats,
you.
man.
The short that I did of Jed cooking the potato I gave him on his fender well
Oh,
header.
that one was cool.
Yeah, that's been performing well. It did well
Nice.
to begin with, and it keeps going. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
How many subs do you have now, Dougster?
I'm like 225, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had more than that.
Nope.
I was blown away. You know, I've got 1,007 subs, and you know, and for a silly little long form video to get views like that in 2 or 3 days on 1,000 sub channel, I was pretty impressed.
I think
now, you know, that would suck if I had 10 or 20,000 subs, but you know, for 1,000 sub channel to get them views, I thought that was pretty cool. But I didn't get any subs out of it. That I found that to be kind of weird.
Oh, I picked up a few subs on that Jed video.
How the hell do you get 8,000 almost or 9,000 views and not pick up any subs?
Who knows?
Did you post it to Facebook too?
I didn't.
A lot of times that'll happen. People from Facebook don't have a YouTube account, so they watch it, but they can't, you know,
but
sub
they can't
and that.
sub. They don't have an account.
Yeah.
Brian says, J-Boy wrecked 4 times. It just didn't hit anything. Yeah, I need to start figuring out how to do the Facebook thing. You know, Junk Car Willie swears by it. We actually talked at pretty good length about it, me and him at No Name Nationals.
2 gallons of methanol for an 1/8 mile. Yeah, now you know your mileage. Would that be 16 gallons a mile?
Jeffro.
Top Fuel Dragster takes 11 in a quarter mile.
ASO ran 1120 at 63 and his escape. I'm actually a spoiler alert. That video will go up tomorrow morning of ASO running his escape down the track. See, Don ran a 1002 at 76. That's nuts. Dragster through 2 gallons of fuel on a methanol run.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
methanol, you burn a lot. Any alcohol-based fuel,
Yeah.
you burn a lot of fuel. Satellite ran 11,006. We'll just call that 11 flat at 64.5 in first gear. Refused to shift into second until the finish line.
I love that Satellite. That's my
I do
favorite
too.
body style.
I do too. That thing must have some real tall gears in it. Dr. Go says, did you notice my trailer hitch? I've towed boats and racing snowmobiles over 30,000 miles with it and get over 20 with the 318 on the highway, 245s up front, 275s in back. I completely believe it because just a minute ago I was bragging on the mileage I get out of my Charger with same size tires with a 271 gear.
Well, you know the trick to do if you're not getting the mileage you expect out of your car. It's simple. You just lie about it.
Right.
Yeah, man, my big block Charger gets 30 miles to the gallon. Oh yeah, honest. Yeah.
Bullshit. ASO says you got to start him another channel because this one's tied up with the bitch. That bitch just needs to evaporate. I was wondering where the tater came from. Andy, the van guy, came over to our pits and said someone just gave him a tater.
I'm the potato man.
Potato.
Potato. If you got a potato, that's Bud the Spud. And he's even got a theme song.
Says Indirect and him should run. 2 first gear runs. That would be cool.
That's why Idaho loves hot rods. Potato, 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 potato,
Dave was
potato.
asking where Travis works. Travis already left, but Travis works at a power plant. I think it's right there close to where he lives in Mississippi, right there by Memphis. Dr. Go, let's do it. We can rent the track for the whole day because we'll need to.
Wow. That's funny.
Love that sense of humor. That's badass. NSB blew a tire at 112.
That's not good.
Nah, they were looking around, and I had them Weld S71s with skinnies on them laying there for me that are mine. And I was going to lend them to him, but that Dart's got a damn Chevy bolt pattern on the front of it.
That's interesting.
Aftermarket. A lot of your aftermarket brakes are that way.
Yeah.
Yes. Chevy makes the world go round.
Yeah, it'll fit. Of course it'll fit. I gave him the wheels. I gave him the lugs for it and everything. And next thing you know, Deke's bringing them back on the quad. They won't fit. It's a Chevy pattern. I'm all, what?
There's only one good thing about being a Chevrolet guy is you can go to McDonald's and get speed parts.
True.
They make them
He's Good Times Garage. Hey guys, don't use me to join. I'll be elated. Good to see you, man. Glad you come hang out.
Hey, Tease.
He's got a badass car too. Love that thing.
Speaking of T, really enjoyed seeing Turbo Tom running around in his grandfather's Model T. That thing runs like a watch.
Right? 38 says, I squeaked in a 944. I'm guessing that was in your Impala?
Both the 38s Impalas are nice cars.
That is no shit.
Great talking with everyone. I especially enjoyed my time with Ray and his lady.
Yep. And his 2 Hacks' NSP, that tire was done for. Durex is 294. I think the Poly was screaming. 223. Indirect says, hey, 38. NSB says, yeah, Jeff, and I wasn't trusting the other one. New ones will be here on Sunday. Shit, I hear you. Well, that's why we didn't run the Rat anymore, because I couldn't put my finger on what caused it to do what it did. And the thing's only going to go faster, so I wasn't going to trust it. We're, like I said, we're regrouping. We're going to put some money in it. We're going to set that front end up different or better or replaced, or we're going to get something that works and proven and get a cage in that son of a bitch because we need it.
Safety is key. Can't put a price on safety.
Well, you can't wish it was there when you're needing it.
This is true.
You can damn sure cuss at it when you don't need it, but boy, you can't wish it was there when you need it.
Yeah.
Just ask Andrew Nelson. That highly engineered, safe car saved his life.
Cars are replaceable. You are not.
You are not.
Yep.
Correct. Laugh my ass off, Dr. Go. I am the potato man. Whoa, I am the walrus. Whoa.
I am the potato man.
I am Iron Man. I am the potato man. That's what we should do. We should do a parody to Ozzy's Iron Man.
The Eggman. That's a Beastie Boys reference.
Which one, Doug?
The one that Dean said this, I am the Eggman. That's a Beastie Boys reference.
Yeah, here it is. I was honored to get a potato from Doug's.
Thanks, Doc.
I was getting crap out of the Blazer yesterday. Looked down and what do I see but a dang potato?
I wonder who gave you that.
Didn't you go once and sneak up to Cope's place and just leave a potato on his doorstep or
Yes,
something?
I did. I was going to get a big block Dodge truck oil pan and pickup tube, and I realized as I looked at my route that I was going to be like spitting right on. I was going to be almost on top of Lowell, Indiana, and I thought, well, in Cope's videos, he's also always talking about Aurelio's Pizza. So I
Right.
was going to go for Aurelio's Pizza. So where we ended up going is not far away from Cope's shop. So yeah, I just brought a potato with me and left it on as just as a funny. Left it on his doorstep. That was the first time I had ever done anything. He
With
had
a
no idea
potato.
who I was, and yeah, now him and I are buds. How
That's
weird is
funny.
that, huh?
John's good people, man.
He is good people.
Real good people. Lars said I made a short, just didn't post it yet. I'm eagerly waiting because that shit's gonna be funny.
What's going to be a lot of fun is when Lars finally processes the slow name nationals, where we had the slow mini bike race, and someone was the announcer for the event.
Right? Did you see that short that I did getting the baggie from Lars?
No,
Oh, that shit was funny. It was Saturday afternoon. I'd climbed under the truck and unhooked the shifter cable from the transmission so we could figure out how to get it loaded
yes,
on the
yes, I
trailer.
did see the baggie because he had his
Yeah, and I
stickers
come
in it.
out from
Yeah,
under the truck, and Lars is sitting there in his blazer, and I've got, all the little nuts and bolts and shit in my hand, for the shift where the shifter cable attaches. I didn't want to lose. And I thought, well, shit, I got to ask, somebody's bound to have one. And that sumbitch ripped a baggie right out of his fucking pocket. Like, cool.
for a second there, I thought he flipped you his stash.
Well, and we got all the jokes in the comments about that. Yeah, sticker baggy my ass and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was funny, but I had to reassure everybody the baggie didn't smell like weed. But that worked out. It was just funny. I mean, I didn't expand, and the way it worked out, I said, "Shit, we have to." I gave him the baggie back. I said, "We have to reenact that." And I told Jason, "Turn on your phone. We're making a fucking short." Yeah, Lars is good people, and he's
Hi,
funny.
Scott.
With an S.
What's happening, Scott? Make it home safe and sound. Hoping there's no potato in my car. I haven't found it yet. Well, by now it's going to start to rot and stink, so you'll find it.
That or he's going to have a potato growing in his
Right.
car.
Well, if it smells like vodka in there in a couple of days, you're
Yeah.
gonna know you got a potato in there.
Well,
Trust me, they don't smell like vodka.
well, natural gas and propane are both scented, and because they naturally don't have a smell.
Right.
And one is scented with the scent of rotten onions, and the other one is the scent of rotten potatoes.
Fixing to head to bed. Catch you on a few. Good night. Get some
Bye,
rest,
ASO.
brother.
ASO came over to my camp, and we had a great one-on-one. What a great guy.
Right. Yeah, Saturday night after the awards ceremony, everything was winding down. He was hanging out with us, and I decided I was going to round up Wilburn and take him out to dinner. And we ended up it was me and Jason, of course, and John Wilburn and Lars and ASO. We all went and had dinner at the little Mexican joint by the hotel, and it was a good hangout.
That's not a bad little restaurant.
Yeah, I forget what the hell it was called, but that was
Me
pretty
too.
good.
Oh yeah,
What?
I know that Mexican joint you're talking
It
about.
wasn't right next to the hotel, right next to the brewery
Oh.
where I stayed.
Yeah,
Pear tree.
Something like that. But hell, it wasn't that expensive either.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's pretty
bought
cheap.
dinner for the 5 of us was $100.
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Yeah. Me and Jason even had beers.
We ate there the first night that we were there.
Taxation without representation is how the UK got rich quick. Yeah, that's exactly what the fucking Democrats are doing here.
And that is why we will not drink the Queen's tea.
Yeah, we were joking about that at the event, about how the 1 year they don't bring the fucking tire machine. They needed that sumbitch. Dr. Go says, I love that all cars there took me back through time to parents and grandparents' cars, all my days watching US 30 drag strip with Mr. Norm and all who ran back in the 70s. Hell yes.
Jeffro used to work for Mr. Norm.
Scott says, still listening at work. Sorry if I missed someone or something. Hey, Jason. Egg on Mojo.
Egg raid on Mojo. That's another Beastie Boys reference.
Yep. Junkyard D says, dang, you mean your spuds.
Bud the Spud from the Bright Red Mud.
Mama M says, Damien has the footage for the slow race. Lars had my phone. That was hilarious. Yes, it was. Johnny on the fucking spot, just like Jason said. Yeah, that video was funny. Dr. Goat says, stopped Mr. Cope's week before no name and bought a shirt kit. I'm guessing he meant shift kit. And he gave me a ride in Haney. Wowee, what a great guy. Yeah, Haney's fucking cool.
And Cope
I sure wish he would have
ages.
made it out this year.
Oh, Cope didn't make it?
He didn't make it. He had a bunch of shit shake him up right last minute.
Yep.
Well, first he lost a lobe in the cam in the fucking power wagon. And then he was gonna bring Haney instead, and then a bunch of other shit hit the fan on him. And
bunch of other shit hit the fan. Yeah.
And that was, those who know, and it's pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not my place to broadcast it out here, but
wasn't it though, 38? Wasn't it though? The what 38's talking about was my microphone. It was this thingamadoodle that somebody had brought, and everyone got to take a chance on what is it, and everyone fathomed to guess. Well, it's microphone shaped, but it's like 2.5 feet long, wood handle with a big, thick 1-inch steel band on the end of it.
Shit.
Oh, it was skookum as frig, and that was my microphone.
Nice. Lars remembers the name of the restaurant, El Bracero.
Yes, El Bracero.
We found a good little fried chicken place. Right on. Yeah, there's a lot of good places to eat there in Sykeston. Lars says, thanks again for dinner. You're welcome. Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Always a good to break bread with friends.
Fucking right. And Derek says, got to get up at 5. See y'all later. Well, it's about 11 o'clock there where you're at. You better get some rest, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, my great grandma used to always say, you can't call somebody a friend unless you've had supper with them.
Right.
There you go. We're all friends.
We're all friends.
Dennis B says, Cope was there.
Yes, he was. Oh,
I saw Cope was flat out.
So it ended up being that earlier this year in a live stream, I was saying how I have a B engine tunnel ram and I have an RB, and I was going to make spacer plates to make the B engine tunnel ram fit on my RB. And Just Mopar Joe said in a live stream, he goes, I have an RB lower. Do you want to trade?
Yeah.
And so I did talk to him earlier in the summer, and then got busy, lost track of time. And then seriously, the last minute, I remembered to grab my 383 intake and I threw it in the truck. So I brought it to Joe at the track, and he dropped that puppy in the mail and sent me a picture of the verification. So it should be here tomorrow.
He still had it. That's cool. Joe's good
So,
people.
Yeah,
Joe's
Joe's
good
good guy.
people. Yes, he is. Yeah, Cope had a few trials and tribulations. Not to mention, he also was supposed to go to Ford Fest this weekend, but sounds like Ford Fest is going to be rained out too.
Right.
So,
I heard that. The weather was just shitty this year. It really was.
guys, we had the weather was pretty good leaving Sykeston and coming home. And then we got just a little bit north of Indy, between Indy and South Bend, and the skies opened up and the rain came down. Holy Jesus.
We got as far as Shawnee, Oklahoma when we left. And we left Sunday morning. Oh, shit, probably 10:45, something like that. So it was
Right back.
early evening. And the shit just hit the fan, and we just said, fuck it. And we stopped and got a room and holed up for the night. And
Yeah.
got some rest and headed back out.
That's a wise idea.
Headed back out Monday morning. We rolled in here about 11 o'clock Monday night.
Wow. That's a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tip my hat to you guys trucking it all the way in from the west side of the nation.
Yep,
so
we're gonna do it again next year.
Fuck yeah.
He's
I'll
already
be there with fucking bells on.
Jason's done got the bug. He talked about that shit all the way home.
Oh yeah, well, how could you not? Just to have a great positive experience amongst all of your new gearhead buddies. Yeah.
Right. Even as the as shitty as the weather was, he was hating it. I was hating it, but he was hating it. We're used to this dry heat, and it gets muggy here in the middle of summer in the monsoon season, but nothing like it was there. Fuck.
Oh, it gets so bad here in Michigan. The humidity, you wear the air sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I lived in La Crosse, Wisconsin for 5 years. So I know all about that.
You know all about it.
August.
I keep forgetting that you lived in Wisconsin, Tone.
Yeah, I know all about that bullshit humidity up there. 90 and 90, and yeah, you wear the air.
Yeah, you wear the air.
You strap a fucking air conditioner to your goddamn back.
Yeah, that rainstorm that we endured, my friend Alex, who had the Meep, what a cute little car, if you remember it. The white car that looked like the 90s Solo Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my friend Alex. Hubert's Projects is his channel name. He was 3 or 4 car lengths in front of me, and once the skies got dark, him and I both turned on our headlights, and I couldn't see him. He couldn't see me. We hardly could see the road. It was bad. Had the wipers on full tilt on Black Betty, my Ram, and I still couldn't see nothing. That was a hairy situation. Yeah, bud, it wasn't good. You wouldn't even, you couldn't believe how relieved I was when I look up and I see the black cloud line and we're driving out of that. I was like, yeah, man, get me the fuck out of here.
Scott says it was so humid you had moss growing in your ass crack. Well, he said butt crack. Yeah, Dust Devil Brian's right. The original No Name was supposed to be in the middle of August. We would all been hating it if that was the case. I wish it would move back to the first week in October, last week in September, like it was first year. That would be better. But it was hot last year, but not so fucking humid like it was this year.
I hope it doesn't go to 1st of October.
Why?
That's when I'm too busy, way too busy. That's harvest season.
Oh, harvesting.
And I'm hosed then. I work all of October.
Dr. Go says he drove from Nashville to Indianapolis today in that rain and high wind from the hurricane. Interesting drive. We'll drive the remaining 500 tomorrow. Just drove through Ford Fest area today. Wet.
Wet.
As long as they keep it the last week of September, it's okay.
You're good.
Or anything before that, I'm okay.
Anything before that would just be miserable. That was a quote from Jeff Dunham I heard today. Yeah, that sounds about like Dunham. That some bitch is funny.
Oh my God, he's funny.
Brock wants in. Oh, come on in.
Eddie!
Come on.
Somehow I gotta
You've
go.
been out there screwing
Somehow
with
I
Ollie.
get to go even though it's harvest time here.
Bye, Ray. Great talking with you again. Ray and I had some great conversations. Friday night, him and I'm pretty sure we stayed up till 2:30 in the morning, just bench racing and just having some great conversations. I really enjoyed my time with Ray. Everyone, but Ray also.
So what'd you think of your first time? This was your first no name, huh?
My first no name, I'm going back.
Oh
As
yeah.
long as they're having the no name, I'll go. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's just nice to look everyone that I talk to all the time, just look them in the eye, shake their hand, hang out with them, and actually, spend some time with them. It's great.
Even
it
if you
really
don't have a
is
car
a
there.
family reunion where a drag race breaks out.
Perfect.
John Wilburn says there are an awful lot of events all summer. No day is perfect for everyone. All winter, we'd kill it for 60s and 80s like we had. That is a
This
fact.
is true. Facts.
That is a fact. But you did hear me say the weather sucked. What you didn't hear me say is I ain't going back.
Right.
That'll never fucking happen. We're lifers.
I was really impressed. I really busted ass trying to get my truck together, trying to get my little air quotes camper together. It's just a little 8x5 enclosed trailer, but I made myself a little bed and everything. And everything that we did was a resounding success. And that really took a lot off my mind. When I headed out, I had a lot on my mind. And then I had a few trials and tribulations along the way, but nothing we couldn't handle. But yeah, overall, it was a resounding success.
Yep. John says the humidity in that whole region is off the chain.
It was just like being at home in Michigan. Seriously.
Especially,
well, I'll bet any amount of money it was heavier because that
For me and
damn
Tony.
hurricane was building up. What's that, Kim?
especially for me and Tony here. We're not used to anything above 20%.
We'll
yeah.
get 40 and 50% here in the monsoon
will ya?
season, but that's still substantially less than it was.
Good old Michigan, 88%, 90%, 95%. Yeah. The heat just slaps you in the face. 100 degrees, 101, 98%
Well, yeah,
humidity.
it's 90 degrees and it feels like it's 110.
Yeah.
Or 40 degrees and it feels like negative 30.
Yes.
It goes
Yes.
both ways.
Dr. Go says it's so great being here, an amazing meeting. So many at our No Name Nationals event. Wish I had met more. First time and super great event. Anyone would help another community, just like the back of the
Community.
shirt says.
Community.
Spot on. I was really looking forward to meeting you too, Dr. Go. Sorry about that.
What I really liked was they were asking for everyone's channel stickers to put up in the tower.
Oh, really?
So this year. So yeah, if you go up into the tower and you look to the first set of windows just inside the door, that was the pane where they were putting everyone's channel stickers.
Putting all the stickers, and I was going to go up there and give them some, and I friggin' forgot to.
That track loves us.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Why wouldn't they?
Because
We're
we
fun.
are. We're a community.
We're fun. We're civil. We respect the place. We leave it better than we found it. Why wouldn't they love
Exactly.
us?
Forgot to turn my scrolling banner on, damn it.
What are you doing, Eddie? You've been out there taking lessons from Holly. You're being a pain in my ass.
Hey, at least his jet changes are a lot easier than Holly's.
We're used to 100%ers down here, so it wasn't so bad for us. That is one state I've never been to is Florida. I heard it gets so muggy down there to kill you, and the damn mosquitoes to carry you off.
And the only hills in Florida are expressway bridges.
So thick here, you don't need a tree to lean against.
He hit the nail on the head there, JYD.
Sure like the check mark Tony's Hot Rod Garage. Yep, that was something that Wilburn cooked up a couple weeks before the event, and I pulled it off and got them done. We did 24 shirts for 2024, sold them for $24 a piece, and they didn't last 24 minutes. Did they, John? I know you're still
24,
lurking.
24.
I think, well, I stood there and sold them. After we announced them, we let Two Hacks Jeff announce them at the burnout pit. And me and John sat there and sold them. And I think we went through 3/4 of them in the first 10 minutes. And even though I usually, when I do a cool shirt like that, I just make myself one because I can. I didn't do that with this one because there are truly only 24 of these shirts in existence. They will never run again.
It was great to see all those shirts at the awards ceremony. I wondered where they had come from. I must have missed the announcement.
Yeah, it was right before the
contest.
right before the burnout contest. Me and John stood there at the where the barriers are and had Jeffro announce them.
Hey, there's Cope.
Cope says that sucks.
Big John, how you doing?
Check mark community.
Yeah, man.
Well, I can't help you with the community shirt, John, but I did when I made the Honey Badger shirts. I made one for you. And you weren't there to receive your gift.
I could have
You know, damn it, Dougster, I didn't even fucking think about that.
It's all right.
Are they copyrighted? Well, some asshole, I suppose, could knock them off, but I'm not going to do it. I've already gotten several text messages from people wanting me to make them for them that missed out on buying them. I was like, nope, won't do it. Hopefully, we'll get the 3D Cope next year. Yeah, I'll just drop that shirt in the mail to John. I didn't even fucking think about that, Dougster. I should have give it to you. You could have gave it to him.
I might have test drove it a day or two before I gave it to Cope, but yeah.
Give it to him all stinky and sweaty. Yeah, that is correct, John. That is correct. Copyright occurs when art is created. You steal it, you're an asshole.
Yes.
And that's just the way, that's just the way it is. You steal it and you're an asshole.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, somebody knocking off these shirts are no better than that cocksucker that stole Calvin Nelson's rig.
You know what the sad thing of all is that if we, I mean, we're a good bunch, but if we got
John's giving you shit, Dougster. Give him a stinky, sweaty shirt.
Yeah, gave it to him all funked up. Yeah, man. There you go, Coperino.
This being what they are feels like you get stung by a wasp. Asian tiger mosquito. Yeah, fuck them things. I
Old
hate
Italian
wasps.
guy taught me the trick. If you eat enough garlic, the mosquitoes don't want nothing to do with you.
Yep.
They'll land on
They
you, and then they'll go, ugh, too much garlic, and away they go.
Them sons of bitches have even been thick around here this year. I can't tell you how many times I broke out the cigarette lighter and brake clean on them motherfuckers.
Say hello to the flamethrower. The kids love this one.
Bad. I like those. You know them citronella tiki torch candles.
Yep.
You know that you put the oil in. I'll light 2 or 3 of them in the garage in the shop, and I mean it almost runs me out because it'll get smoky in there. And them motherfuckers, they still hang out.
There is a thing that runs on propane that is made by the Coleman Company, and it's called a mosquito delito. And those things work pretty good.
Really?
Yep.
Mosquito delito. I'm gonna have to look that up.
So you put it away
Mosquito
from you.
delito.
Hell,
Runs on propane.
I'm still got. There's a chew mark off of one of them fuckers right there from no name.
They pick up on the CO2.
Is that what it is?
It attracts them, and then they burn up in there and die.
Yep.
But you got to put it away from you so they congregate away.
They congregate away. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That would have been good at no name. You put it about 3 or 4 feet behind the canopy where you're sitting there drinking beer. So the motherfuckers are all over here while you're not bothering you.
Another thing I've noticed with the mosquitoes, the cleaner you are, the better smelling you are, the more the skeeters like you.
Deodorant. It's scented deodorant and stuff.
Cope says Bear Rose thinks he is the godfather petting that cat.
That's what you got to do with an Edelbrock. You got to pet them every now and then.
Yeah. NSP says garlic is no help down here. I think they're immune.
You see, you come and ask me for a favor on my daughter's wedding. Well, I'll give you that favor, but I may ask you for a favor. That's my cat Miles.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
What a good time. Evans Mopar Scott says, I've always been afraid of people stealing my smiley face logo, even though it's officially copyrighted with the Library of Congress. Then again, I use Mopar's Omega M in my logo.
Good for Ted, I suppose.
Well, thieves are going to be thieves.
Yep.
It only gets tricky if you try to trademark it and then they attach you.
Right.
Yep.
And come at you. Was that Jeep channel? He had that happen.
Well, Dave's Auto Center in Utah had that happen too with his Monster engines.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Monster energy drinks came after and made him change his name. Bullshit. It's a Monster engine, Monster energy drinks. You didn't invent the word monster, you sons of bitches. Hell, when I had my repair shop out here in Prescott Valley, right around the corner, there was a motorcycle repair shop, and I knew them guys pretty good. I became friends with them. They called it AZ Cycle Zone. Was the name of their shop. Fucking AutoZone sued them and made them change their name because they used the trademark word zone. Well, what about the how about the Twilight Zone? Maybe the guys that wrote Twilight Zone want to sue AutoZone. That was around before AutoZone existed. Rotten bastards. You know,
Yeah.
it was a motorcycle shop. Fucking AutoZone doesn't even sell motorcycle parts, let alone work on them.
Yep.
And it wasn't even really a motorcycle shop. He worked on off-road bikes and quads and side-by-sides and shit like that. Dirt bikes.
People get a bee in their bonnet and then they just need to throw their weight around.
Cope says Mopar Joe could have photoshopped that cardboard cutout. That shit was pretty funny.
I seen you sign Big Mike's Hoopty Barns banner. That was a pretty good short.
I really like the handstand that you did when you signed it too, Cope.
Dean says, oops, O'Reilly's breach. Ozone. I won't buy parts at fucking AutoZone. If they're the only,
I've learned the hard way. Don't buy ignition parts from AutoZone.
I don't buy
Yeah.
shit. I don't buy shit from AutoZone unless it's the only place that has it and it's a name brand part like Edelbrock or
Right.
something like that.
Even name brand. I bought a standard ignition Blue Streak GM ignition module from there. It was 3 times the price of my little independent shop here. And it was dead out of the box. Standard ignition. Made in the USA.
A name you know and trust.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. I bought 2 Power Master alternators supposedly made in USA. That first one was dead out of the box, and the other one lasted about 2 days and started overcharging.
That's unacceptable.
Well, yeah, you remember I even made a fuck you Power Master rant video.
Yes, you did, and rightfully so.
I've been using Power Master for 25, 30 fucking years.
It used to be the name.
Right. Well, and you know what I did? I bought a cheap Chinese chrome alternator off of fucking Amazon and I made peace with it by saying, well, at least the sumbitch admits it's made in China.
Right.
Exactly. That's the kind of the stance I've taken now.
And so far, so good. So,
My local independent auto parts store, I try to do exclusive business with them. Yes, I pay more. But then again,
Me too.
I walk in the door, they all greet me by name. I know all of them. They've all been there forever. So it's not, because usually when you go to the big chains like the O'Reillys and the AutoZones, you never run into Dave again. Now it's Barry, and now it's Gordon, and now it's Tom, and now it's Stuart, and then it's Rebecca. And I like the fact that there's a little bit of permanence. All of my friends are there. And I had a brake rotor go warp right out of the box, essentially. And then that was what's causing my shake when I was going down to No Name. And I called and talked to them on Monday when I got home. And they looked up my receipt and they're like, Doug, you bought those on September 5th. Yes. Pull it off, bring it in. We're going to warranty that. So that's the advantage of working with your local independent.
Dean says it's a broader performance disease. Yeah. He got knocked off again, Jay, at broader performance.
Again.
That alone leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
What also was a little bit disheartening to me, because Jegs has been really good to me. I know a guy that works there, and he's been really good to me. Saved me a fuck ton of money. I mean, a fuck ton of money this summer building these 2 cars out. And they shit canned Speedmaster.
Yeah.
After all that. Well, guess what's in Jegs' catalog again?
It's back?
Speedmaster shit.
I noticed there's another name brand too, and I'll bet you it's a brand I haven't heard of. I can't think of it right offhand, but I'll bet you it's Speedmaster under a different name.
Yep, it's the same villain with a different mask.
Yeah,
you
pretty
notice
much.
it too. You look at the intakes; they look identical. I'll
Yeah,
bet you that's what
Jay
it
over
is.
there at Broader Performance said it right when he nicknamed them speed bastards.
Yeah. Yeah. Call a spade a spade.
Arr, arr,
Right.
arr, arr.
All auto parts stores are garbage now. We've had the worst luck with pretty much everything. All our small parts stores down here have shut down. Same around here. We don't have any mom and pop shops no more. Everyone here should make sure we support our John Copes. I've seen what happens in Australia with knockoff goods. Well, and that's exactly why, it's like when I was texting John on the way home from No Name, I asked him if he could get them cables for me, and exactly what I told him was, yeah, I could get it from Summit or Jags, but I'd rather throw him the dough.
Right. Right. If somebody's going to get rich off of me, I'd rather it be my friends. At least I can see, hey, I bought him a boat, or hey, I bought him a new car. I'd rather see that than some faceless corporation take my fucking money.
Speaking of that, John, if you're still in here, you need to let me know what I owe you so I can pay you for them.
I think what pisses me off the most for Broader Performance is the fact that people think because it says Broader on it, they're trying to get it warranted through Broader.
Right.
Well, I bought it from
and
you. It says your name on it.
And if they know anything about Broader Performance, they know goddamn well if you didn't buy it there, it's not his.
I'm not going to let you out. That owl is out there. He'll eat you.
You don't see CRT parts at fucking Summit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe that they would full on copy something. They were that stupid to full on copy something. Name and everything.
Finally, the internet Australians can sell an inline six 300 Forge 6 parts, but Americans like Pierce's can't buy parts because they get copied in the USA. This is one-eyed cat. I will got to go to the parts store if I get a female. I'm like, no, I want a guy to speak with because some females don't know shit. I'm a woman, but I know what I'm talking about.
Let me say this. My local parts store that I like to go to is run by a lady named Kathy. And Kathy worked there when her dad opened up that shop. And as soon as Kathy could read a book and hand a part over across the counter, she was doing it. Kathy's now in her 60s. And I'll tell you what, she's been there, she's done that, and she knows what the fuck she's talking about. So not every lady, it doesn't know nothing.
Right. Well, that's what Wendy was saying. She knows what she's talking about, but a lot of them don't.
Oh yeah, I'm not discounting Wendy at all, but yeah, like
And
there's
that's
ladies out there like Kathy. Well, there was when we stopped to an O'Reilly's to change that upper ball joint out on our way out to No Name. The manager at that O'Reilly's, her name was May, and she knew her shit too.
Right. Lars says, speaking of all that, all Tony's Hot Rod Garage merch is off till $5 off until midnight. Say it loud, Lars.
Say it loud, say it proud. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to pick up some Tony's Hot Rod Garage merch. $5 off until the stroke of midnight. Then you'll turn into a pizza and a 6-pack of beer.
And that is per item. It's not for the entire order. That is per item. And some of the shirts are only $20. That's
that's a lot of savings.
That's a 25% discount.
The more you buy, the more you'll save.
I figured, what the hell? It's a week after No Name Nationals. I'll throw the shit on sale for everybody that, if for the most part, it'll cover most of the shipping. For anybody that missed out, if you want to pick something up. Dean says, land sakes, PA, I want Clodhopper and not his missus. These are young girls.
Yes.
Jabo
Yeah,
says
young
Kathy is
girls.
a girl.
Yep. I knew where you were referring to.
Mumble, mumble. He's Clodhopper. Mumble, mumble. Hope says, laugh my ass off, Dougie. Dougie, can you do Harry Carey?
Hey guys, it's Big Hooter Day at the ballpark. Show your hooters at the gate. Get in free.
You know who's good at doing impersonations? It's Thumper.
Oh, Thumper's a hoot. I really enjoyed
Man,
talking to him.
he come over. It had to be shit. 12:30, 1 in the morning. We were getting ready to leave. And he come over and we got to talk, and we didn't get out of there till 2:30 Friday night. And he was going on with all of his impersonations. He had Jason's gut was hurting him, and I think mine was too. He was laughing so fucking hard. That dude's cool.
Thumper does a Jimmy Stewart that is out of this world. It is perfect. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready. I'm packing up to leave, and Thumper's talking to us, and I'm like, "Hey, Thumper, can I get a little Jimmy this morning?" And he's like, "Well, you see here, you got yourself some boxes that you're trying to put on the truck." It was just,
One-eyed cat
my
says
God, he just switches it on.
One-eyed cat says I have a guy at Napa that is always happy to take my requests. He's a Chevy guy, though. Don't you know?
Hey, gearhead is universal code. No matter what your flavor is, you're still a gearhead.
Zuzu, my ginger snap.
Whoa! That's a little personal, don't you think there, Cope?
Yeah, his thumper drill sergeant was Jimmy Stewart. Yeah. He was doing that night there when me and him and Jason was talking. That shit was fucking hilarious. Everyone bitches about the kids at the parts stores, but my local AutoZone hired some old bastards who can't use a computer and bring them part numbers, and they still can't look it up.
This is true. Yeah, that's what I get tired of.
So if I order $105 decals, are they all free? Blake, you asshole. If you wanted to abuse the sale and abuse me, I suppose that, yeah, that would be the case.
You always got that one guy who thinks outside of the box, though.
But Blake, you know damn well if you want decals, all you got to do is ask me for them. Fucking wise ass. I hadn't talked to him in quite a while. We talked on the phone for about 3 hours the other day. It was good catching up. Not nearly personal enough, John Cope, LOL. That takes the fun out of it.
Right.
NSB says, how do you get the $5 off? Just buy something before midnight. It will automatically take it off for you, brother.
Now, here in Michigan, it's quarter till midnight. So
does that mean the $5 off is only for my stuff, only for the Tony's Hot Rod Garage collection, which is inclusive of the Honey Badger stuff.
Honey Badger's logo is pretty damn cool, by the way.
But yeah, I've got it set up so anything that anything out of the Tony's Hot Rod Garage collection, the hats, the shirts, the mugs. Don't be buying stickers. If you want stickers, holler at me. I'll just send them to you. And of course, the Honey Badger shirts and hats are all the $5 off stuff. Yeah, any of you guys in here, don't be buying stickers. Just holler at me. I'll send you stickers for nothing.
The Thursday night, we got in real late to the No Name. And of course, I got my camp somewhat set up, so I was at least ready to go to bed. And I'm just amped up. There's no way I can go to bed. I got to go explore. And I ran into Andy Wood. He was talking to his wife. Got to shake his hand and say hi, and just walking around. I got to see Tony's pickup. I got to see the Honey Badger. I got to see Cookie Monster. I got to see the Bearly Cuda. I got to see. No one was around, but it was just cool to just see all these vehicles that I've been watching here on YouTube actually in the flesh. I got to see Casper. It's like, wow, it was almost surreal.
Special order, Brian. But yes, I can do V-necks. They don't sell real good, so I don't put them on the website. But if you want something, holler. I can get them and I can do them. My head doesn't fit through normal shirts.
I've got a big dome too.
I got to get special hats for Brian too. Hey, Eric's in the house. What's happening, brother?
Hey, now there's the guy who does the great Harry Carey. Hey, Destroyer.
Fuck yeah, he does.
The meme show. That was so cool.
Oh my God, I missed that. That was just great. We had so much fun.
Dean says we can ask Auto Salvage Outlaw if he can arrange you a shrunken head, Dust Devil Garage.
It'd be Brian's luck. He'll look like Beetlejuice in the end of the first movie.
Right?
Hey, you're messing up my head.
or the Fly. Remember the movie The Fly?
Yes. That was Gold. Wasn't Jeff Goldblum in that? Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. The newer remake. Yeah.
No, the original.
No, the original one back in black and white.
Oh, okay.
What is up, brother?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
Just hanging out.
Good to see you, Eric.
Good to see you guys, man. I miss everybody so bad.
You been busy?
Yeah, I'm actually in Tennessee right now.
Oh, what are you doing over there?
I was here. My company is sponsoring the slush event that was supposed to happen tomorrow, and Hurricane Helena came in and kicked us in the nuts.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so now I have to come back here in 2 weeks, October 12th. Now we're doing that event, but no, I jumped on to show you guys something real quick. I didn't even know I was going to.
That, Eric?
What's that?
Just kidding.
Lars says, Tennessee, you better go visit.
That's a last lap guy right there. No, I want to show you guys something that I didn't even know, but I got here and the guy's like, hey, why don't you drive this thing? Hold on, I don't have to turn my camera around here. I'll point it, see if you guys can see what this is. Can you see what that is?
TRX?
That is correct, sir.
I'm impressed I got it.
Yeah, because it's dark.
It's dark.
It is dark. Do I have it open? Oh, I do. Yeah, here's it's a Ram TRX.
That thing's got a gnarly pair hanging from it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get back up to the light. So I came out here
is that your TRX or is that somebody else's TRX?
That's somebody else's. I came out here and the guy that I met out here was like, hey, here, drive this.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, twist my arm.
Ow, ow, ow.
Right.
So it is freshly built at 900 horsepower, running on E85.
Oh, so it's
shit.
a weakling.
Jeez. That's it?
My butt's still trying to unpucker.
I bet it ain't puckered as bad as mine was when I almost crashed the rat on the track.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially if you wadded up your bud's car. Not only your car, but yeah, you're gonna wad up your bud's car. That's even worse.
Well, I think if I'd have hit the wall at 87 mile an hour in that thing, I probably would have been worried about more than the car.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they said when they were using the 3-foot crowbar to help me get my shorts out of my crack, they said that some bitch didn't just pucker, it went into full vacuum.
Tony saw God once and checked his shorts twice.
Absolutely.
And needless to say, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of upgrades because that car turned out to be a lot friggin' faster than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, hey, I
Did
just
you-
wanted to jump on real quick, guys, and say hi. I love you guys. I've been watching the stuff from No Name Nationals. I cannot wait. Just so you know, a little heads up. I'm moving.
Oh, really?
You are.
Really?
I am moving to Southern Kentucky / Northern Tennessee, so I'll be way closer, and I can actually come to events.
Nice.
Cool.
Sweet, man.
Nice.
Just so you guys know. But anyway, Tony, you're awesome. I've been wearing your shirt everywhere while I'm out here trying to help promote. So,
All right on. Appreciate
big
it.
guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye, Eric. Take care of
Take
yourself.
care, man.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Classy guy
Very
right
cool
there.
guy.
Yeah, Eric's good, people. That sucks. He's moving away. It's cool. It's cool though. He's going on to better, bigger things.
Well, hey, all your friends are moving east. Come on, Tone. Get off it. Let's roll, man.
Right. If it was up to me, I already would be.
So, could you guys imagine driving that 900 horsepower TRX? Holy balls.
That's badass.
That's badass. I bet that thing packs a punch. It better, damn it.
Oh, you know it does.
You know it does.
You know damn well it does.
It's kind of hard to drive with my boner in the way.
What do they call 900 horsepower? Viagra.
A good start.
Viagra.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all I need to do is take a hot lap around the block. I'll be right back, Mama San.
Well, hell, Dan and Tracy just moved back to Arizona. Honked the horn several times. Ha ha.
I bet you did. Say
letting
no
you out.
more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That owl is sitting right up there on the shop. He will eat you. Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
will.
not the hooter you want, Eddie.
Shane Polito, Professor P, will actually eventually be moving out here, not too far away from me.
No.
We were talking about that at No Name.
Professor's moving west again.
Mm-hmm.
That's too bad.
He's already got property out here.
Oh, good for him.
Not anytime real soon, but that'd be cool. At least I have one friend close.
One of the things that I like about Professor P is, like a lot of people that are here on this platform with us, is we got some really smart people that
Yep.
aren't arrogant pricks about it. I mean, they can drop knowledge on you, and it's good stuff, it's solid stuff, but they're not like, oh, I'm so smart, and that's wonderful.
Junkyard D says my best moment at No Name was treeing Casper just before Carrie gave out. I had Andy sign the time slip.
Yeah,
That's badass.
yeah.
That's cool.
Jack stands and cinder blocks absolutely love the jack stands that Carrie was sitting on.
Yep. NSB says, Lars, we need to come hang out with you guys on one of our trips up. Fuck yeah. No Name Nationals is a family I never had. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yep. The year I don't go to No Name is the year I'm in my fucking grave.
I wanted to go since the inaugural, and I'm glad that I made it happen. I'm not the least bit sorry.
So am I.
Everything that I dealt with, going in and coming home, fine.
Well,
Do
it's
it
like
again?
me,
Hell yeah.
I went to the inaugural with nothing but 100 subscribers,
Yeah.
and it was worth every bit of it.
And you did it the right way, Drugster. You videoed your problems. You videoed it all, and we got to see the whole progress of getting
Right.
down there and everything.
Right.
You
I
know-
tried to.
It made it part of kind of fun, even though
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah.
You know what's actually funny is the only year I got any substantial video was the year I didn't have a car there to race.
I actually am kicking myself in the ass. I accidentally deleted a lot of my footage that
Oh.
I had taken. So I'll be making a video, but it won't be near as good as it was going to be at first. I had the
Well-
whole parade, or not parade, but I had the whole line of cars leaving the photo shoot, and that all those got lost, and a couple others
shit.
too. Yeah.
Well,
I got
it's
two.
like
I salvaged 2 out of all of them. There was like 9, and I got 2.
last year I got the footage I did get like an idiot. I brought it home and I put it on my computer, but I never moved it over to the server where it would be safe. And then we had that fucking nasty hack in February and everything got lost.
Yeah, that was a low water mark for Tony's Hot Rod Garage.
Yeah, so that's why there's no videos last year. And then, and like I said, this year, hell, I came with 2 GoPros and 2 phones, and Jason had his phone. And, if I had any sense at all, I'd have set a GoPro up at each end of the track on a tripod and just let them fucking eat. And I didn't even think to do that. It's tough. You get out there and you get with everybody and you just having fun.
Exactly. I had a great time, and just talking with everyone, and just good conversation, and yeah, it was great.
You're spending so much time talking to everybody, meeting everybody, just looking around that you forget to go like this.
Right.
The only NSB says the only thing bad about No Name is that all the other races they go to, it feels like something's missing. It's still fun, but it ain't the same. That is truth.
Well, I better head out. I got to be up at 4:30.
Lars says I got like 3 hours of video from the start of Friday from the spectator side. Well, you've probably got a video of my run that I need then.
Take
You
care,
got all-
Tim. Great seeing you.
It sounds
We'll catch you all later. I'll try to be up and running on Saturday now.
right on.
Good
Do you
seeing
start
y'all.
doing them on Saturdays now?
Yeah, I got to work every Sunday now, so
Oh shit.
Lucky you.
people love them taters.
Yep.
Especially the
seeing y'all.
Duckster.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, brother.
No problem.
Bye,
Good
Darrow.
to see y'all. Glad that y'all had a good time.
We'll catch you next time. It's always fun having him in chat.
Oh yeah. We got great folks in this community for sure.
And Heavens Mopar says same thing happened to me, Doug, recording cars as it came off the strip from the group photo. Battery died and I didn't realize. At least I have the memory in my mind.
Right.
Right.
It was great meeting Scott from Heaven's Mopars. He's an aces
Man.
guy.
Yeah, he really is. Well, then I remember when that fuckhead Mr. Will attacked him. You know, how do you attack Scott?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, he's Ned Flanders without the Oakley Dokley.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't drop a deuce on Mr. Will's grave if there wasn't another hole on the planet to leave it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, periodically, the YouTube will point me towards his channel, and I will every time not interested.
Nope.
You know, you're not going to be classy. I don't want to deal with you.
He's an arrogant douchebag piece of shit, is what he is. You know, yeah, and you know, I remember that live stream he did, the one when he said he was going to come stomp my face in the fucking concrete. You know, of course.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I've actually got a copy of that. But you know, not that he ever has the fucking balls. Hell, he feels froggy. I'll buy him a goddamn plane ticket, motherfucker.
Right.
But you know, in that same live stream, he was talking about what a piece of shit that rat rod was, and how slow it was. Wouldn't even go 20 miles an hour, and my fat ass couldn't get in it. He can go choke on that fucking 762 fucking shakedown run, motherfucker. That ain't slow.
Yep. That ain't slow. And I think it's a little faster than 20 mile an hour.
Just a little. 87.
Yeah, if you're not classy, if you can't play nice in the sandbox, I don't want to deal with you.
Dean says he's glad the hoot owl didn't get the cat. Well, them fucking owls, they will too.
Hey, how about them owls that were out hooting in the woods at the track? I was really enjoying that.
Right.
I actually forgot the tent stake or the stakes for my dining fly at my camp. And I looked through everything and I couldn't find them. And, you know, I needed some for a sunshade at my camp. So I ended up going over to the garage where I think it was the owner was wrenching on something. They had an engine hanging off the picker. And I walked up and told him my predicament. And he goes, would some wood work? And I go, yeah, probably would. Yeah. And he takes me out back and there's a couple of flat deck trailers, car hauler trailers behind the shed. And he goes, there's some pallets here. Will that work for you? Sure will. Got myself 6 wooden stakes and threw up my canopy. So big thank you to the gentleman that I think he was the guy who owns the track. He was great.
Awesome.
Was he the guy that looks like Dallas Brown with a beard, or a beefy guy? Because the guy I was dealing with was a beefy guy. Looked like he could been my dad.
I think that's Possum.
Okay. Well, he was tremendous.
Lars says it's rough out there being a house pet these days, it seems.
Yeah, I found out today that I've got 2 weeks off of work because of my surgery.
Let's see. Heavens Mopar Scott says I'm proving him wrong on the Charger. Cut the front half completely off of it. The frame rails, torsion bar, cross brace, etc. Already replaced it. It's all welded back in. Yes, sir. It's not hard to prove that son of a bitch wrong.
Yep. And you know what? At the same note, what's better than a little motivation like that? You think I got a piece of crap? I'll show you a piece of crap.
Right.
That's right. Because anyone can talk a bunch of smack, but it's the people who actually get off their duff and do. Those are the ones that'll show you. And sometimes it's the haters that get you motivated.
Show him.
But you don't need haters.
Show him the dingleberries hanging off of my dog's ass.
Yeah.
Scooby snacks for Mr. Will. What on earth are you going to do for 2 weeks? Facebook and eBay parts?
Who knows? I'll probably go play with my Coleman lantern collection. Maybe I'll do some fire ups of my old lanterns and stuff like that. do something, light duty work, something I can tinker with. I've got Coleman lanterns that are or going to be 100 years old, and then most of them work.
Who was the guy that looked like Travis with the white beard? Not sure.
Mohawk?
Yeah, it's the only one I can think of that had the white beard was Mohawk, but he's taller.
But Travis has a short, close crop beard, where Mohawk's got the Santa Claus beard.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Lars says, I'll never take criticism from someone I wouldn't go to for advice. That's no shit.
Well said, Lars. Well said.
Guy who looked like Travis with a white beard. Clint has a white beard, but it's real long. It's like mine, but about 3 times as long.
You must be covering up your microphone when you sit back, Tony, because suddenly you'll go from being clear as a bell to muffled.
Oh, well, the microphone's sitting on the desk right here. So
That's what it is. For some reason I thought you had a shirt mic.
Maybe I'm just getting too far away from it. What
Yes,
car was
Tony,
Mohawk driving?
into the microphone.
What car was Mohawk driving? The matte black coupe. He's got it's a matte black Scamp.
Yep.
With a 440 in it. Fucking badass car.
Yeah. The littlest Plymouth with the biggest engine.
Yeah, I think the Travis lookalike is Possum. That might be true. Let's see. Bad Attitude C10 says, hey, Aaron. Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Peckerwood? Some people freeze from criticism, but for me, it's the fuel that motivates me. Hell yeah.
Well put, Scott.
It was a short wheelbase swinger. Nope, it's actually a Scamp. People call it swinger all the time, but it's a Scamp. Yeah, I think you're talking about Mohawk, Dean.
Mohawk has a silver car, and that thing's a bad mamma jamma.
Right.
I think it's a Charger, but it's back halved and the whole shebang. I mean, I'm surprised that he brought the Scamp and not that.
Well, he brought
that
the
big
Scamp.
old mamma jamma.
He brought the Scamp last year too. Peckerwood, it's a 70 Plymouth Scamp. I used to have one back in the day.
A guy that used to run around with us, he had a 340 Scamp that he had swapped.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing was a mean bastard.
Right.
We had a guy years ago. He had I forget the professional racer that had the drag truck that was a first generation Bronco. And a guy in our area had made a 460 powered first generation Bronco in that style. And he actually made it into a car magazine. And I don't know where he found it, but he had like a almost 10 flat slip. This is like 92. And he had in the article, he included a picture of that 10 flat slip on that Bronco. That Bronco couldn't fall out of an airplane 10 flat. And so that magazine article came out, and this guy's showing us that and how proud he is. I mean, hey, I'd be really proud too if my ride made it into a magazine. Right. And about a month later, that summer, we had 5 guys drive their blower cars up from Chicago to Grand Rapids, Michigan, wanting some action with him.
Oh, shit.
Yes. They pulled into the lot where we were hanging out, and they hopped out and said, we're looking for him. And they put the magazine out, and they were pointing. They said, we want him. Where is he? We want action. And of course, he was out of town that weekend, and nobody would fess up anything. And then so finally they realized that they're not going to get a race with this guy. So now they're coming up to all us guys and like, who wants a piece of this? Come on, let's go. We're here for action. We want some action. And of course, nobody bid on it. And then the one guy walks up, one of the blower car guys walks up to my friend John, and he had a pretty badass duster called Quarter Flash. And he's like, you and me, $500, let's go. And John's like, nope, I'm not interested. And all those guys called us everything but a child of God, got back in their blower cars and left.
Nice.
And the guy that tried to get Quarter Flash to race him, he actually said to him, he's like, I'm the slow guy and I'll take you on. And the slow guy, when he left, he hung the tires 10 inches in the air when he left.
Nice.
And he was the slow guy.
You know, it's funny. Back in the day, I used to have a buddy that had a Baja Bug. We put a J32 Acura motor in that sumbitch, and it was naturally aspirated, no turbos,
Right.
3.2 liter Acura V6 in the back of that sumbitch. And we'd take it to Glamis and just piss off these motherfuckers that had these $100,000 LS powered rails. We would eat their lunch. That car was fucking scary fast.
Yep. But at least you were the genuine article and doing it right instead of being a poser like this guy was. He was just posing. That thing never did a 10 flat ever. Looked good, looked really good. It was painted up like the Mary Jane's candies, pink, black and white. Yeah, it was a good looking ride, and it had the right stance and the right look. But yeah, that thing was not nearly as fast as he wanted it to, as he projected it to be.
Yeah, some people like to talk.
Yeah, this same guy had a fair lane named Tequila Sunrise, and it was painted that orangey, that real pretty orange color. And he was notorious for throwing us the keys to his car and then like, hey, go out and cruise and whatever, and meet me here at this time, at this place, and pick me up. That was something that he did all the time. So he threw us the keys to Tequila Sunrise, and that had a built big block Ford in it. And so we've got like 4 hours to kill, and he goes, whip it up, guys, have fun in it. Drive it like you stole it. All right. So we're out having fun in Tequila Sunrise. Well, every time that you launched it hard, the front suspension was he put all his money in the engine and none in the car.
Oh, shit. One of them.
Yeah, so every time that you get the front end up off the ground and set it back down, the thing handled like a shopping cart with a broken wheel. And the whole front end would reset. And 1 second it's tracking straight down the road, and you'd get the front end up off the ground and set her back down, and you'd practically wreck out the car. And then later you'd be at the location at the time to pick him up, and you're like, he'd take over the wheel, and I'd say, hey man, something's not right with the front axle of this car. You know, you need to do something about it. Oh, it's fine. You just need to know how to drive it. That's all. Okay. Okay. It got to the point where he's like, here, take Tequila Sunrise. And I actually started calling it Tequila Sunrise.
Right. To kill you.
Yeah, to kill you. Other than that, that thing motated pretty good. It wasn't slow.
Colleen says, it's been fun, guys. Cleaning storm drains and clearing down trees has wore me out. Well, you better go get some rest then.
Bye, Colleen.
Appreciate you hanging out in the chat with us tonight.
Yeah, always great. It was finally great to meet you, Colleen.
Yard D says they were camped next door. She made great cowboy coffee. Fucking A.
I've got a great little, I got just a regular a small coffee pot and a percolator in my camp. I don't drink coffee, but it's pretty bad when somebody who doesn't drink coffee makes coffee and all the coffee drinkers are going, boy, that's good coffee.
Oh, yes.
Drives like a Datsun. Hey, Brian, Sean O'Brien, his Datsun is a mean little
Yeah, it
machine,
is.
isn't it?
Eric just sent me a picture of he's out driving that TRX.
Yeah, he's probably beeping the horn right now.
Nah, he sent me a little video. He's all getting on it. Fucker scoots.
I hope it does. It better, damn it. Good for him. Good for him.
That's
Cool that
bitchin'.
somebody be like that. Here, take her for a spin. Tell me what you think.
Sounds
Drive
like
it like you stole it.
somebody's with him. I could hear him in the background.
Well, yeah, you got to bring a buddy with you. That way you can scare the shit out of both of you.
Right?
We've all had that where we have a hairy situation and you and I look each other in the eye like,
Oh, fuck yeah. There's another one that he drove to. Oh, fuck yeah.
going on the ultimate beer run in the 900 horsepower TRX.
Yeah, that's no shit, right?
Yeah, we're going to go for a 6-pack for sure.
J-Bo says, poor bastards in Florida getting hammered again. Yeah, I got two brother-in-laws that live in Florida. Evans Mopar says, time to vacuum so I won't be able to hear anything later, everyone. Well, don't have too much fun at work, Scott. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man.
I got to say, I'm really happy that you're back on Friday Night Lives. I really missed these. But I know that you're busier than a one-arm wallpaper hanger, so I understand, but still.
Busier than a three-legged cat covering shit.
Busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
Yeah, I stole that three-legged cat covering shit one from Steven, Big Block 402.
I really enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah, he's good people. Real good fucking people. He's the one that gave us that Mickey Thompson shift knob for the Rat.
Nice.
I told him I'd buy it from him and just bring it to No Name, and he didn't say a word. One day that some bitch just showed up in the mail here. That was so cool.
Yep. Well, you know, when you're, I can totally see where he's coming from. When you're my friend, no way. I ain't gonna charge my friends. Here, you can just have it.
May do some lives in the near future if we can figure it out. I hope so, man. I'll hang out with you. That'll be cool. Busier than a one-armed bricklayer in Afghanistan. Busier than John at No Name. That's busy. Yeah, that's no shit. Blake, the one-legged. Well, we didn't say busier than a one-legged man in a wheelchair building a badass fucking C10.
Right. There is Scott from Cold War Motors has a friend, and his name is Derry. It's like Gary with a D instead. And he is a paraplegic, and he builds he has a love for old police cars. And he builds some absolutely fantastic stuff out of his shop. And so disability never means inability.
You'd have to live up there somewhere cold like Iowa. Busier than a one-legged cat trying to bury turds on a frozen pond. That's fucking good. That is fucking good.
Oh, good one, J-Bo.
But back to the one-legged man in a wheelchair building a badass C10 drag truck. That takes fucking soul, man.
Yeah, man. Well, it just goes to show when you're passionate about something.
Yeah. That shit ain't gonna get him down.
Nope. And that's what I like to see is those people that say, you know what, screw that. I want to do this and I'm doing it. Instead of, oh, I'm handicapped and I can't do. No, fuck that. I really am impressed by those guys. So guys like Blake, good on you, man. You got my support. Exactly.
He don't let it get to him.
Right.
And he's a good fucking dude. That shit's funny.
Yeah, man.
Makes us all look lazy. Right?
Yep.
I can't wait to see him get that fucking truck done. That thing is going to be badass.
And the best part is he got it honest.
Yep. Fucking right he did.
Yep. Yeah, there's a few guys. I live really close to some serious money. The lake that I live near, the money moved in. And there's a lot of guys out there that can write a check and get some seriously badass stuff, but those guys don't impress me much. I'd much rather see the guy who's scrimping $20 here and there and slowly builds himself a monster of a machine.
Fucking right.
Anybody can write a check.
True.
Anybody can swipe some plastic.
True that.
There used to be a guy, he passed on, but there used to be a Bonneville guy that lived by the lake, lived on the lake near me. And he had I think it was a late 80s or mid 80s Camaro of all things. That was his LSR car. And I went there at a garage sale and it was a gearhead garage sale, tools, the whole shebang. And, we're you and me, Tone, we're right there. Oh, and all of a sudden he's talking about his race car. And I'm like, oh, race car? Like road course, drag? He goes, no, Bonneville. Bonneville? In Michigan? Yeah, I want to see my Bonneville car? Yeah. The first thing that I noticed when he uncovered it was the hood wasn't on it and the headers faced forward on the car.
Rear engine?
No, the engine was in its normal spot, but the headers were bolted on the wrong way and the collectors faced towards the front of the car.
For
and
what
they were
reason?
Open collectors.
What was the reason behind that?
He never told me. I forgot to ask, but I still to
That's
this day don't know why.
Fuck, it must have worked for him.
So whatever it is, yeah, but it was just so strange to see. And it wasn't like he was going to run a turbo or anything like that, because I could see that. I could have understood that, but he was running a naturally aspirated. But the header, he had open headers and they faced forward in the car. Weird.
Yeah, I think J-Bo fucking won the busy contest tonight. You notice I left that up so we can all continue to enjoy it. Dean says Jabo has seen that happen, I'd say.
Yep. How else do you know? You probably one of those things you've seen and can't forget.
Peckerwood says that's gold. That is fucking gold. Eric says he loves carbon monoxide. The guy with the backwards headers.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
don't remember what kind of speeds he was doing with that Camaro. He did tell me that the only reason why he chose that body style was because of how slick the car was.
Jabo says, am I a winner? I think maybe we should make him a winner. I think we should.
He's a winner. Let's recognize Jabo.
If you pass out, it's not scary.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, at 200 miles an hour, I feel sleepy.
Yeah, just a spoiler alert. I've gotten some pretty cool pictures of my truck in the burnout pit, and I think it's going to end up being the next shirt design for Tony's Hot Rod Garage.
Yeah, man.
Maybe when I drop that shirt, I think maybe Jabo should get one for free for that comment.
I'm witness, Jabo. Now it's locked in. I'm witness.
Yep. We'll send Jabo a free shirt. The new Tony's Hot Rod Garage shirt with the burnout truck on the back.
That's awesome.
Mind you, that truck will never go in a burnout pit again. It was fun, but it wasn't worth wrecking my weekend for.
Yep.
At least, I shouldn't say wrecking my weekend. I still had fun, but wrecking the trucks.
You're racing.
Blake says, I'll send you a decal. I got 100 of them for free.
Took advantage of the sale, did he?
No, he's just teasing.
Oh, that's
Sand
good,
Mountain Ballistics. What's happening, brother?
Hunter. Get
Hunter
righteous
is
with
in
Pontiac
the
power,
house.
brother.
Fuck yeah. Old cuzzies never die. Just got off work and made it home. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I was really, when I realized that Hunter and Dakota weren't there, I was like, aw. But there's always next year.
Last 2 years, I've pitted down there at the end. I think maybe next year I'm going to pit up closer to them guys because I never get to hang out with them enough. And it's my own goddamn fault because when it's hot, I hang out in my own pit. Shit, I didn't even see Jabo all weekend until they were leaving, and we got to talk a little bit. And he was sitting in the truck, loaded up, ready to go.
I had a great conversation with Jeremy and his lady, and Jeremy showed me that his dog, I think his dog's name is Molly.
Mm-hmm.
He was showing me the frat dog that's actually on that dog's backside, and Jeremy
shit.
Yeah, he's like, you heard of the frat dog? Well, check this out. This is a frat dog.
Sounds like Jeremy.
Yep, and it was shaped. It's shaped just like the Dodge frat dog. It was awesome. I'm like, that's God telling you that that's your dog, man.
Right. That whole damn crew, they know how to have fun.
If you're not having fun with the Bad Tree crew, you just aren't a fun person. Let's be real.
You're something.
Yeah, you're just not a fun person. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed all the time I spent with those guys.
Hunter says he's got a plan he's about to set in motion for next year.
Get it
Nice.
done, Hunter.
That
Get it
dog
done.
sounds better than the EV sounds from the Charger. Yeah, that dog sounds better when it farts than the EV sounds from the Charger.
What a I want to know how much Chrysler or Stellantis or whoever they
Stellantis
are
should be
spent
ashamed
to
of
make
itself.
the fake sounds out of it. That just blows my mind. Who the fuck wants to cruise around in their EV and make it sound like a gas car?
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of being in second grade, sitting in the back of the classroom making fake farts.
Yeah. Or having the baseball card clipped to your spokes so you get the motorcycle sound.
Right. Well, at least that's being creative as a little kid.
Yep. We had a thing that went on your bicycle handle, and it was a little box and it had a grip on it. And if you rotated it, it would make a motorcycle sound.
Look what it, Eric. Stale antass. God damn, I missed the meme show. That would be a good one for the fuck.
Leave it to Eric. If anyone's gonna do it right, it's Eric.
Right? Every time he says shit like that, it makes me miss the fucking meme show.
Oh man, we had so much fun.
Oh fuck! Look at that! You got me crying. I'm laughing so fucking hard. Some of us haven't grown up. Let me move. It will return. Fuck yeah.
I have seen one or two of the new Chargers, and they were both. I've seen two, and they were both gas powered.
YouTube still hates him. YouTube hates anything that's non-liberal.
Well, I mean, we were running the gambit. We had a bunch of fun while we did, but we were hanging it right on the ragged edge.
Ah, fuck them. The people that know still watch. That's why he started the other channel, because YouTube was fucking with his business channel.
That's unfortunate.
Very. I've been to his place and hung out with him. He's got quite the operation going there. Friggin' smart man he is.
No,
Fart gas
no,
power.
I've seen a Doug Nash 4+3, but I've never played with one. Yeah, man, you ever thought that I would have had my own transmission and headers?
Right.
And
No,
both
I
people
have
got to pay still out good money for it too. Doug's headers aren't cheap.
I have never heard of it.
It's
Is it I'm guessing it's a setup, like a 4 and a 5, like the old semi trannies, but smaller for a car.
I have no idea how it works, so I'm not even going to try to explain because I don't know.
Well, if it works like the old 2-stick semi trucks did, I would know how it works. I've driven them, but that's fucking cool. Fart
I'm
gas.
going to use the can. I'll be right back.
All right. Can't have any real fun anymore. That's no shit. Nobody even knows what a frat zog is. Well, the few of us that matter do, but you're right. Most of the time these days, they have no fucking clue what it is. When they see it, they don't know what it's called. T10 4-speed with an overdrive bolted to the ass end. Yeah, 3-speed one. That's kind of what I was thinking. He's going to try and buy one next weekend and get it to set my plan in motion. That's going to be badass, brother. Super T-Town is pretty much gear vendor. It's an electric overdrive unit. Nice. I want a fat hog logo to mimic it. 5 had one on it. Jabo makes it a 7-speed. Yep. What are you going to? What are you going to put that in, Hunter? Gear benders. I was thinking about a gear vendors for the truck, but things have gotten so goddamn expensive anymore. Next year, Cope's going to have available an SFI certified big block bell 46 RE case available. I'm probably going to get my hands on one of them and build a overdrive unit for the truck. Put a little deeper gear in the ass end, and it'll still behave on the street better than it does now. Next project is a 392 and a 79 Ram. That's going to be fucking badass. Travis was talking about putting a Gen 3 Hemi in old red. What do you guys think of the stick class idea for 25? I think it'd be fun. I was originally planning on putting a stick in the truck. Planning on putting my 64 GTO as a drag car, and I got a 455. I'm going to build. It's going to be 500 to 600 horsepower. Sweet. That's going to be a fun car, man. All you guys in the trucks is making me want to build one. They're fun. They're fun because they're different. GTO is a 390 gear. I did the math of 26-inch tall tires. 70 would be at 2,300 RPM. Perfect. Perfect cruiser.
Oh,
I've always enjoyed doing trucks more.
better.
So buy my Dart. Ha ha. I got to raise money.
I wish I could. Terminator's a bad bitch.
Me and Eric have talked about that. He even gave me a number that's real fucking hard to refuse.
Especially for a turnkey race car. Is Terminator small block or big block power?
Big.
Yeah.
Got a 451 stroker in it. And there's not a video that he's put out on YouTube of that car that does it any justice. Trust me, I've seen it in person.
Nice. I'm surprised that it hasn't sold already, to be honest, because Terminator's been up for sale for a while now.
Going up when I return home. Yeah, I'd buy that thing in a heartbeat if I didn't think my wife would cut my fucking nuts off.
Yeah. I don't have that kind of scratch.
I could come up with it, but I'd probably lose my nuts for it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'd love to take that car down the track a few times, or more than a few times.
Yeah, you probably 2 or 3 runs and you'd be hooked. You're like, I want to go faster. Tony want
Shit.
more.
I got hooked a long fucking time ago. Fire sale, gotta move. Well, that price you gave me was kind of a fire sale price, I think. I'm more likely selling my Challenger, so I'll be looking for something. Think I need a good B body. I think the Terminator would fit you real well.
Oh yeah, that's right. The snubber. God, the snubber alone
Yep.
on Terminator's
Yeah,
badass.
it's got that old school Sox and Martin snubber on it.
Yeah, that alone. That alone. Jed from Scott's Speed Shop, he has a aluminum Hemi head that was from Sox and Martin. It still has the SM on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's frickin' cool.
There's nothing on that Terminator that's not cool. Doug, if you look up in the chat, I was telling Tony what I was planning on doing with that 4.3.
I can't access the chat while I'm live. So what was he planning to do with the 4.3 Tone?
I'm gonna go find it and put it up.
I'd appreciate that. Oh, I'm putting a 64 GTO drag car, 455. Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
that's not gonna be fucking bad to the bone.
Yes. I mean, Pontiacs are bad to the bone anyway. Addictive torque. I always like to ask this question when I get on a live stream with a bunch of car guys, and I would say, if your favorite flavor of car, like let's say we're Mopar guys, and Mopars were done, can't get any more Mopar parts, nothing, no more. Mopars are done. What would be your second choice? And me, it would be Pontiac. I'd be a hardcore Pontiac guy. And it's
Pontiac,
interesting. Go ahead, Tone.
Pontiac and or Ford for me.
Yep. Yep. And it's really interesting what everyone's answer is. And exactly, somebody said, oh, Pontiac or Ford, or I'd be a Chevy guy or whatever. You always have your second flavor.
My bucket list car always has been and always will be a first generation Firebird. There's a very, very deep seated love of Pontiac in my past.
On my Pontiac bucket list.
There's also a very deep seated love between me and the FE Fords and the 351 Cleveland.
In my Pontiac bucket list, it's a 65 or 65 Grand Prix, 421 with the 3 deuces, 4-speed, but it has to be an emerald green with an emerald interior.
Yep. That was
I love that car.
Beautiful fucking color.
Or sitting on 8 lugs, of course, or a 59 Bonneville.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Especially NSB, who's sounding a little bit serious about the Terminator. I have seen that car in person, and for what he's willing to sell it to one of us for, you're going to get yourself a hell of a car.
Well, I'm glad to know that she's just as wicked in person as she looks on camera.
More so.
What really knocked my socks off was Cookie Monster. I knew Cookie Monster was a good looking car and looked sharp on camera, but to actually see it with my own 2 eyes and watch her boogie out and everything, Cookie Monster is a bad machine.
Cookie Monster is no bullshit.
Yes. Yeah. She's as beautiful as she is fast.
Yeah, personally, I think that Terminator is worth about twice what he's asking for it.
Wow. Well, it just goes to show that, isn't it nice when you get the homie price from your friends?
Well, I can guarantee you couldn't build that fucking motor that's in it for that money. And I build motors all the time. I know what it costs. Fuck, I know what I spent building mine.
Yeah,
7
didn't you
years,
say don't you have like 10,000 tied up in that and just cash?
about 13.
But then again, no disappointments with that 451 either.
Right. That's just the fucking motor.
Right. The only thing I wish that your Dodge had was it was a short box instead of a long box. Not that it's bad at all because it's a great truck, but yeah. I've always loved the little short box truck. Well, that's why
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one.
Oh yeah. Well, I always thought that I'd never get that fucker to hook because of the long wheelbase, and I proved myself wrong last
Good.
weekend.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that's exactly what he told me
Yep.
at his house. Yeah, he wants it to go to one of us.
Right. Some boy will be loved and taken care of and not beat into the dirt. I understand exactly where Eric's coming from. Years ago, well, I've been living here in my house now for 5 years, and I had a whole bunch of stuff when we were moving out of our little apartment to come here. And I knew I had to leave a whole bunch of stuff behind, or not leave it behind, but get rid of a bunch of stuff. And I could have had a sale, I could have sold it all, but what I did was I started going through my stuff and I said, Tony will like this, Eric will like this, and so
Right.
will like this. And I just started giving gifts away. I'm like, here, guy, I know you like this. I want you to have it because I know you'll cherish it and enjoy it. And it's kind of cool when I go over to my friend's place and on their good things shelf is that whatchamadoodle that I gave them.
Right.
So I know exactly where Eric's coming from.
Tell you what, if somebody'd buy my fucking Freightliner, I'd buy that. I'd buy that Terminator in a heartbeat. I'm actually coming up with some new plans. I may actually want to keep the Freightliner.
Hey, Tony, what do you get when you cross a Freightliner, a Peterbilt, and a Kenworth?
What's that?
You get a Peterworth shaken
There you go.
because the Freightliners are always called freight shakers.
That's no shit right there. It's more
Well
than
put,
money.
Eric.
It's passion.
Well put. Yep.
Yeah, no LS swap bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, there's serious power to be made with them, but it seems to be the cheap and easy route.
Yeah, but don't go polluting our Mopars with them.
Right. There's a guy in my area. He has a tubbed cherry red 70 Chevy truck that he LS swapped. And that thing is a mean bastard. Wouldn't be the least bit surprised if he isn't knocking on 1,000 horsepower's door.
Oh, I believe it. It's easy to do with an LS. And no, Blake, I'm not hating on the LS. I'm hating on guys that stick them in the fucking Mopars and Fords.
Yep.
And Pontiacs and Oldsmobiles.
I believe in if you got a Mopar, keep it Mopar.
Over here all the fucking way. LS or cheap power, just keep it in a Chevy. Exactly.
Yeah. That 70 Chevy by me, he impressed me. We were both headed out on taking the back way into where we live, and he was doing 50 miles an hour, and he tipped into it and hit passing gear, and he lit up the tires at 50.
Oh yeah.
And just boiled them for as long as he wanted to boil them for. I was like, not bad.
Sand Mountain Hunter says LS swaps are gay. Sounds like Thumper. Thumper said that exact same thing to me over there at No Name. That fucking car of Thumper's is badass. The jerk.
Badass. And he said
so
in
badass. So badass it stretched the fucking flex plate bolts.
Yes. Well, when he said in an offhand comment that there was only 3 pieces on his engine that were actually stock Pontiac pieces, I was so impressed.
Right?
Everything else is aftermarket.
Yeah, we all do, including Thumper. But after he stretched those damn converter bolts, he couldn't get new ones. And it wasn't worth potentially blowing up the motor.
He's
He
got
was
way too
kind
much time and effort in that. I understand.
he was kind of in the same boat me and Jason were with our shit. Broke it too soon.
I was really happy though, because he was real concerned about it. He was going to drain the oil and cut the filter and look for shavings and stuff. Then later in the weekend, I seen him hot lapping it around pits, and that made my heart jump. That made me happy. I was like, "Hey, cool! At least it's mobile enough to be driven." So that's a good sign. You know who I thought was real? What else was really cool was Thumper's dog. That dog's got a stack of personality.
Yeah. And it was well behaved.
Yes.
Actually, John Wilburn just sent me a picture of the jerk on the track. Somehow I missed that.
Yeah, buddy.
Something
Yeah,
going
buddy.
on. Something going on a little weird with that front wheel, though. But that whole fucking car's twisted. Some bitch needs an anti-roll bar in it. A lot of fucking power in a stock chassis.
Yeah. Yeah. I can only imagine what kind of horsey powers that thing produces. And Pontiacs are torque monsters anyway, so that thing's got to
Right.
be laying down foot pounds for weeks.
And he didn't talk about torque numbers, but him and I were talking and thinking it should be around 1,000 horse because he's running it on alcohol.
Yeah.
Eric says, "Can't wait to be part of NNN again." We can't wait for you to be part of it again,
That's
brother.
right, Eric. I will be thrilled shitless to A, shake your hand, and B, drink a beer
Fuck,
with you.
fuck yeah. I got a couple of those beers from Rick at RC Industry. On the fence whether I want to drink them or save them for nostalgia.
Well, you can always keep the bottle, drink the
That,
beer.
that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing is drinking the beer and saving the bottle.
That's what JB did. He drank the beer and saved the bottle.
Eric says, "Fun fact, the guy who made the new Hemis made the LS." Yes, that is true.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is a fact. Mopar stay dancing knitting needles, so the small block Hemi is the LS's best adversary. There's not an LS on the planet that could run with an equally built Gen 3 Hemi. Notice I said equally built.
Right. Well, one of the
And I'll
reasons,
tell you one thing's for sure, there's not a stock one on the planet that'll run with a stock Hemi.
yes, my lady has a 5.3 LS in her 2011 Avalanche. And that thing, I mean, it gets up and goes, but it's not like, woo. It's just kind of like, we're getting there.
You know, it's stupid, but I believe, yeah, well, yeah, the jerk is an automatic
Yeah,
because
automatic.
he stretched. We were just talking about it
Torque
stretching the
converter
torque
bolts.
converter bolts. So yeah, it's definitely an automatic.
Auto magic.
Yep, NSB is correct. Making beer is an art. It's best to be enjoyed.
Yes.
Let's test that soon, NSB. You had me at beer. Right?
Why am I not surprised?
Oh man, yeah, I think I had 3 beers when I hung out with Eric down there at his place. I could have sat there drinking beer with him all fucking afternoon,
Oh
but
yeah.
I had a two and a
Cold
half
beers
hour
and bench racing. What's better?
I had a 2.5 hour drive home. So I behaved for the most part.
Doesn't it suck when you have to be an adult?
Right. Well, I suppose I could have just got a room and fucking stayed in Phoenix. Camgaffed. Camshigaffed. And then he corrected himself. Yes. Yes, they do. One-eyed cat. I'll stick to the drinking part.
There's only one thing that I really like about the LS, and that is the LS's firing order. Because not only did they do the 4.7 swap, they also swapped the other 2 cylinders too on their firing order, and they found that loaded the engine more evenly, and that's one of the secrets why the LS makes so much more power.
That's a fact. He said we were 2 kids playing with matchbox cars and beer.
I think that if we did a actual like no name nationals matchbox car race, I think that would be a lot of fun, where we do eliminations and last man standing kind of thing.
Oh shit, yeah.
I think that would be fun to do in the pits after dark.
Remember the old rubber band launchers for
Yep.
matchbox cars?
The one, well, what was his name? He hung out with Uncle Tony at one time. Lamb Chop.
Oh yeah.
Lamosa rails on Mondays. He had just a regular old push button 2-car launcher, and he would actually run. You go select your cars, and he had them divided out by class, and then every Monday they do last man standing, and it was
Yep.
actually a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah, it was.
I don't know if I mean, and those guys are just hanging out and pounding beers on a Monday night, and I don't know about all that, but the rest of it looked like fun.
Right. Just checking my server to see if Jay uploaded that video yet. Kind of itching to see it. Looking for videos of my truck. I'll have to go check out the live stream that Clint and Ollie did, though. Maybe there's something on there. Doug, you can call her Matchbox, but she'd be fun to play with if you're dark. Haha.
Ooh.
Gave away my Lenko Dart Matchbox. Ultra Medium Mike won't want it. Ultra Medium Mike. Dude,
yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he's ultra medium now. He's not Big Mike. I
need to follow in his footsteps on that carnivore diet.
What a cool guy to talk to.
He is. He really is. Mike is good fucking people.
He really is.
He was telling me he might be moving to Kentucky too.
Wow. Yeah, he
have a Terminator Matchbox. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when you sell the car, you keep the fucking Matchbox.
Right.
Got to have something to remember her by.
Right. Years ago, I had said in a live stream that I wanted an old school bricked in barbecue at my house. And I'll tell you what, Big Mike was right on it. He's like, you let me know when you're ready to do that. I'll come up and do that for you. And he is a master mason. And Hell yeah. If anyone's going to do that for me, I'd be honored to have Big Mike do that for
Fuck
me.
yeah.
I told him, I go, if we ever pull this off, you come on up to Michigan, you'll be treated like a king the whole weekend
Fucking
or
A.
however long he's here.
Hi, one-eyed cat. Try these. 50 state legal. Love Big Mike. His journey is awesome. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yep.
Proud of him.
Hell yeah, it stays with you.
Yep. Shit, we've been on 3 hours and we still got 18 in here. Right on. Yeah, I got to get my fucking watch hours back up. Finally got my 1,000 subs and I ain't got no fucking watch hours. Got like 2,500, so I need to get back to YouTubing.
Right on.
Not that you fucking really make much off of it. Just to say I did it.
Right.
They put ads on my fucking videos anyway. They might as well pay me a little something for them.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You're now a full blown channel and should be getting monetized, right?
Yeah, but I don't have enough watch hours.
Gotcha.
See, I had my watch hours when I had like 800 subs, but I quit doing the lives because I got busy.
Well,
So,
yeah, because your
to-
T-shirt side of the show got crazy busy. I understand exactly why you.
Not just that, the shop was fucking slammed all summer.
Yeah.
But you got to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours to be full blown monetized.
Yeah.
See, I got the first. See, I had my 3,000. Hell, I had 3,800. But the first tier, I forget. I think it's 800 subs, or maybe it's even 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. And you don't get ad revenue, but that's when you get to open your store and get super chats and all that shit. So even though my watch hours fell off, I still have that. Like you could send me a super chat right now, or I got my store,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't get the ad revenue.
With how I'm operating, I mean, if I make it to monetization, great, but it's not my goal.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm basically just out doing my thing and bringing everyone along for the ride. I mean, I'm doing it anyway, so I might as well have fun with it and show everyone along the way what I'm doing.
For me, it's not necessarily a goal, but it's a milestone. And I see where Eric just said, I haven't made $1 since the meme show on this channel. Yeah, because the fucking liberals don't like you. They shadow banned you. That's what happened. You ended up shadow banned, didn't you, Eric?
Yeah, they'll come after you some way, unfortunately, bastards.
Yeah, if your beliefs don't line up with their commie bullshit, then
Yep.
fuck you.
And there's so many hot topics that they don't like us
Well,
to talk about.
it's just like Eric said earlier, it's basically illegal to have fun.
Yep. Yep.
God forbid a couple of guys get together and have some fun and poke shit at each other, fuck. It doesn't mean you're evil.
No.
It's like earlier when Blake was teasing about the sale, and oh shit, man, thank you, Eric.
Somebody super chatted.
Yeah, threw me $20.
Nice.
Dude, that's awesome. Thanks,
Nice.
brother. I wasn't begging.
Hey, get a nice 6-pack on Eric.
Oh, I will.
Nice.
I will. That's awesome. Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's cool milestone. 1,000 subs is a cool milestone. I really wanted to have my 1,000 subs. I, of course, had my 500 for last year for No Name. I wanted 1,000 for this No Name. And he said he had to make sure it works. Right on, brother. Lars was actually my very first super chat. The night that I did a live, it was like 2 days after I got what I needed, the subs or whatever it was I had to get to be able to do it. And he sent me my first super chat. That was pretty cool. YouTube takes a pretty good chunk of it too. Lars sent me a $5 super chat and I got $3.50 out of it. So,
Well, at least you got the majority of it.
Right. No, not bitching at all. I ain't bitching at all. Appreciate the hell out of everybody that hangs out, and I wouldn't have this channel if it wasn't for all these people.
Well, I mean, what I like about you, Tony, is you're real. You're not fake. I mean,
I don't sugarcoat shit.
no, you don't. That's for sure. Yep, you're not afraid to call a spade a spade.
Nope. YouTube lives on us small YouTube folks. Fuck yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am headed out. It's been great talking with you, Tony. Glad you're back on lives. Well, I'll be back next week. And everyone take care.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too, Dougster. Thanks for hanging.
Not a problem. Bye, everyone.
Take care now. Well, we are at the 3-hour mark. Still 15 watching, but I took a couple weeks off to do No Name, and the work is piling up. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I get up early and spend the entire weekend at the truck yard working on dump trucks. So with that, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. We're going to be back every week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Back to our normal Friday night lives, 7 o'clock. Appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate all of you. Never forget, it takes everyone to make 13 stars and 50 stripes. Shadow bands are ashes in the mouths of those that do it. Damn right. Very well said. I think I'm going to end it with that. We'll see you all next week. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Later.